welcome, one and all, to low energy ramblings. There, haha! I messed up the word, and Krendar's not around to get angry. Oh, now he is. God, that was quick.
Oh, damn it! I thought we got rid of him. Jesus.
Now I don't have the most amazing beard.
Oh no.
I am quite sad. I am low energy, by the way, and that is Crandar down there.
Hello, how is everybody today?
Oh, you sound so good, Crandar. Perhaps later you'd like to try my deeds, Fatal.
You guys, this is unacceptable. Okay, this is an affront to the German people.
I think they
cease and desist.
Okay, I am the German people. I'm allowed to do this to my own people.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
He's the G word. Get out of jail free card.
Oh, gotcha.
It's our word. We're allowed to say it.
It's a different N word. What word's that? Nazi. Oh, okay.
Also, now's the time on Sprockets when we dance.
Hold on, let's see.
Antifa's been, culturally appropriating the word Nazi for far too long.
I don't know why everyone is joining up with this National Socialist Workers' Party of Germany. I just don't know. Its numbers are huge and they're around the world. By the way, we're joined with Two Guns, No Ammo. How are you doing, sir? Long time.
Life is good.
Long time watch of the pan. About time you're here. I'm going to swallow this gum.
Well, hey,
you okay
thank you for having me.
Hey there, Lev.
Gum. So much gum. The gum is gone now. It was driving me crazy.
You're not supposed to swallow your gum, dude.
Well, you know what? You know what I did? I swallowed the gum because I'm a rebel like that. I go against.
That's okay. He'll poop it out sometime next month. Here.
I'll feel it too. That's half the fun.
Sticky. Stuck.
Now I'm stuck to the toilet. It's Christmas all over again.
Why is it shaped like the last plug I shoved up there? I mean, the last shit I took. I mean, why is it still
the last plug I took?
Yeah, that.
Pop it in the fridge. Who was it that said to save money on a butt plug? You just take a shit and then pop it in the fridge.
God. Oh man.
Oh, I don't want to visualize that. But I've got something.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's there. It's there, squatting in your brain like an octopus.
It's never going away. That's staying with me to the
But it's all
sure.
natural.
Absolutely. It's keto and vegan. Actually, it wouldn't be vegan. It wouldn't be vegan.
No, it's not vegan. It comes from an animal.
That's right. That's absolutely right. I'm a piece of horrible shit, literally, because I made people think about that. That's okay. I'm low energy.
We know.
Oh.
Well, the show's off to a good start.
Absolutely. Two Guns. I believe I owe you something for the 24-hour stream that you never got delivered.
Do you? I'm forgetful.
The hot sauce swig.
Oh, I was not gonna collect that debt, man. I think I told you.
Lannister always pays their debts, and I want to get in close with those incestuous blonde bastards. So I'm gonna start copying them.
You.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not until the end of the show. I'm gonna do.
I hope there are several asterisks to that, but go ahead.
You go ahead with that. I'll join up with Tyrell's personally.
Don't blame you. The sex alone.
Oh my god.
That Marjorie though. God damn.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That adorable little smirk she had all the time.
I saw I think it was George Takei shared a picture of her, and it was like the caption was like people asked her what was she, like one of those like Google predicts, like why is she always smirking and things like that. Why is she one of the answers was why is she always smirking like she knows exactly when the world's going to end? And then a response from her was, "'Cause I do, bitch."
Kudos to the actress as well then.
Oh, she's always had some fun. Like I always love watching the interviews with all the actors and actresses of Game of Thrones because they're very interesting people. Normally nothing like their characters. I feel sorry.
Seriously,
I loved.
Is she not the most gorgeous person on the entire show though?
On the show?
Oh
yeah, definitely up there on the show. I thought you were going to say of all time, and I'm like, well, hold on about that.
I think she's up there of all time too, but I mean, it's a strong field.
She's probably in like the top whatever, but
no, I think she was
easily she's just of the show. Like Damn.
She's justifiably someone's favorite.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
So long as it isn't
By
Arya,
far.
because apparently that was a thing for a lot of people. And I'm like, ew.
I always thought she was cute. I
It's,
always thought she was cute, but it was just like,
it's kind of
I
like,
can't,
like watching a kid you knew grew up to turn out to be hot. There's something there that's a bit on the...
There's something a bit odd about it.
Yeah.
Then again, we have to all remember that the actress is much older than the character.
Oh, of course. Even when in season
although the
1.
actress is still like what, low 20s by now.
I think she's like 20, 21 at this point at most. She probably can drink in the States.
So she was like 17 or 18 during filming or something.
What about season 1? She was what, maybe 14, 15?
Well, yeah. Keep in mind that show ran for like a decade.
So it didn't feel like it,
basically
though,
half of her life go by. No,
That's
it didn't.
Like she was the same age as her character in season 1, but not since.
Yeah, because there was a delay.
There's always is, but yeah. For me, it's always been Marjorie, because man, there's something about that smile. That playful smirk just does it.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman.
I always liked what was Theon Greyjoy's sister called? Is it Osha?
Oh yeah.
She was pretty.
I don't know. I've always kind of liked it's gonna sound weird. A woman with very almost like dull looking straight hair and a strong nose. So I don't know, something about it, like the girl from Big Bang Theory with the nerdy glasses. She's
the brunette.
Yeah, I've always found her attractive for the exact same reason.
Oh, she's gorgeous too.
She and you know what else? I had I don't think I'll ever meet this person else. I've got no problem to admit it. In college, for the first year I was there, I used to hang out with this goth girl from like Vancouver or something like that. And oh my god, the exact same principle.
Canadian girlfriend.
You wouldn't know her. She's from Canada, even though she was living in Dublin.
Oh well, maybe I would then.
Oh yeah, you would. I mean, no. Canada's pretty big. You don't know everyone. You shut up.
I do. I have 350 million friends. Fuck you.
Nice. In your case, too, Gun. I imagine that's because you're a whore and you get about with your dirty filthiness.
Listen, I can accept money from my friends. All right, for exchanges.
Only fans on 2 Guns. What would that be like if it does not already exist?
Oh damn!
God,
very beardy.
Extremely bare.
Here's
a question for you, Lev. Here's a question for you.
Yes.
The lady you were just talking about from Big Bang Theory. Did you know she's in Borderlands 3?
Who does she voice?
Herself, actually. She's not really in the game per se, but there's a mini game. It's one of those. Remember how they did the protein folding game where people could help research by playing this game that simulates protein folding?
Yeah.
Well, Borderlands 3 has a thing in it which is something similar. I forget exactly how they explained it, but they have a similar mini game in there, and when you play it for the first time, you get a video explaining it, voiced by that actress.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
So she's doing like hey, let's be pro science and help real world science by playing a video game together, guys.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of extra credits, and they've shown me like a lot of cases where like video games really did help, like that World of Warcraft Plague that was accidentally released.
Yeah,
it was
was crazy.
People like study that in like medical school as an example of how.
Have you seen the screenshots? People were dropping like flies.
But it wasn't just that; it was also how people reacted. Like people were very interested to see, because some people actively tried to help, but other people would like form groups. But then one of them might have it. And it was like the zombie outbreaks when someone gets a bit and bite, but then doesn't tell the rest of the group. And then kind of it destroys.
Or then you have the trolls that spread it on purpose.
And then there were
just like we have people in real life who were like, oh, I got corona. I'm going to go spit on the vegetables at the grocery store.
I remember, wasn't it weird for years you'd hear people like random talking heads online or on like news networks saying that we weren't prepared for the next super virus? Well, I guess they were fucking right. 1 million people dead now. 1 million worldwide. And almost a quarter of it come from the States. That's not a title you want to have. It's just fucking insane. The level of
Listen, you guys need to
sometimes I
stop
really
making
love
fun of
not
my
being American.
country.
Oh, we're gonna.
You
You bet. You
you
best
stop
butter up
making
that
fun.
backside there, boy. We're going in deep.
You guys are making fun of my country, and I can't help where I was born. And listen, it's not all bad. It's okay. Stop it.
The safe word is 1776.
How'd you know my safe word?
Damn, that's technically
The
it's a
safe
safe
word is
number.
"will commence again."
I know how you knew.
Well,
Oh,
you weren't
damn.
complaining last night when I got it wrong. It was a
You might have a
passion.
safe word, but I've got earplugs. I can't hear you.
Misa
My
speaking no
pink is being
English.
completely deaf.
Imagine
No
being
llamo,
like the
safe
guy
word.
from Eurotrip. Excuse, trying to have a safe
No habla.
word.
No habla safe word.
No, not safe word. Not safe word. Oh,
That sentence is the only English I know, as well as this sentence explaining the other one.
Wait, you
Okay.
can't be serious, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
That was so good.
People throw a lot of shade at Family Guy, but you know what? Those online clips of like those compilation clips, that's the best way to watch Family Guy. Just random one-off jokes that don't go anywhere.
I mean, that's
That's
what
all the
Family
What
jokes
Guy
Family
is.
Guy has
are.
ever been. Most of Seth MacFarlane's
Yeah.
jokes are that. That's why he
I
was
mean,
so
To be
good at
honest,
roasting.
most of them are actually really well timed and placed.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. And honestly, like that show makes me laugh.
I mean,
I just think it's I think it's overrated.
And I think it's
I haven't
overdone at
watched
this
any
point.
TV in a long time, so I haven't seen Family Guy in years. But back when I did watch it, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It took the idea of The
If it's
Simpsons
on,
and
I'll watch
made
it, and
more...
it always gets a laugh out of me.
So it
Yeah.
made The Simpsons more relevant. Like it took The Simpsons and then kind of, which was already starting to fade a little bit, even before the turn of the century, and then they kind of just kept on going with it. But it wasn't as relevant as South Park, and that's because South Park's unique way of doing shit, which is just it's so time consuming. For the writers, I have no idea how they manage it without breaking down, and I hear some of them have broken down on South Park.
Also, Family Guy has Patrick Warburton, who is also Brock Sampson from the Venture Brothers, and how can you not love that?
And Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not as important.
Oh, I like the first 2 or 3 seasons of Bob's Burgers. Then it fell into the standard.
I mean, I've
cartoon
never
show.
watched it, so I don't even know.
Best Thanksgiving episodes out of any TV show.
Isn't Bob the same actor that does Sterling? What's his name? Archer?
Yeah.
Archer, yeah.
Yeah.
Archer Sterling, I think is his full name.
H. John Benjamin or John H. Benjamin or John
Oh yeah,
Benjamin
I mixed them up with the guy from yeah, my bad.
Ben John H-man or whatever the fuck his name is.
Also does their version of the comic book guy in Family Guy, the one who works at the Kmart on the 7-Eleven.
He does a lot of work. He's been on Aqua Teen Hunger Force as like one-off bits.
Yeah.
He's been on all kinds of Adult Swim stuff.
He on?
He gets around.
Wasn't he on Home Movies as the coach?
I think I haven't seen a lot of home movies, but I think that's correct.
Yeah,
and then
yeah, me neither. That was
surprising. Did he have a bit? Did he have a side like a one-off character on like C Lab or something old? Like he's been around. He's a worker.
What a slut.
Yeah, seriously, fucking whore.
Saying that, I was actually just thinking yesterday. We have Space Ghost on as our whenever someone makes a donation. Of course, we get Space Ghost popping up. And I was just thinking that without Space Ghost Coast to Coast and the What a Cartoon subsection, there's so many shows that would have never seen the light of day. So many people wouldn't have started, including Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Crendar, do you remember I showed you the original pilot of was it Larry and Carl or something like that? The original spoof pilot that would eventually become Family Guy.
Yes. I vaguely remember that happened. Yes.
That was just taken by Fox and then turned into Family Guy, and I can't believe it. The only
was
reason William
weird.
Street, the only real reason William Street and Seth MacFarlane and all these other people know each other is because they all smoked together. That was it. They were all smoking buddies. It's just fucking insane.
Networking.
The same with
Mhm.
exactly the same with Seth Green. And all the shit that came out of Seth Green's stuff, Robot Chicken and Mass Effect, all the money he made from Mass Effect, all because he gets stoned with Seth MacFarlane. It's fucking crazy, man.
See,
And
weed
who knows you
unites
can
people.
Who knew you could make so much money by humping a spaceship, eh?
I mean,
Well, when it's Edie, you can just have her on stage, and like just people will just start flinging money, endless amounts of money, especially with that voice. Which I don't know, the voice was
It's a
hot.
nice
but
voice.
It was never as hot as people played it up to be until she starts being playful. Then I'm like, yeah, okay, I can kind of see it.
I mean, it was a nice voice, but let's be honest, she was no Talizora.
No, but then
No,
she
that
had
was the voice.
she had that accent, and then the accent was kind of roboticized a little bit. So due to the mask, so it was kind of great. I always liked.
yeah.
I like Liara.
I mean, the roboticized part didn't add anything for me, but the fact that she was basically a Russian space gypsy was the hot part.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's also a big dork as well because she's a nerd.
And
when she
those
tries to flirt with
hips
you.
too, man.
Oh yeah, those outfits are.
She had hips for
100%.
days.
Most of
And
them.
yes, being a giant dork is also a big plus.
Most of the women in Mass Effect are incredibly hot. Even like the slightly more forgettable ones, because for starters they all have more or less the same default bodies. But then of course
and so are the men for those who care. Like everyone is very idealized,
ridiculously buffed. Yeah, even Harkin.
Yeah.
Harkin is called fat, but he's not fat. He has the same default male body.
I'm fatter than Harkin.
Yeah, like the dude. You can see he has abs. Like he's bald. That's about it.
And don't forget the default male shepherd.
Oh, he's based off his voice actor, who is also, if I remember right, a male model.
And of course,
which
Jennifer
this is
Hill.
the
none of
game
that's
that launched,
news, right? For popular media, none of this is news. That everyone most characters would be smoking hot, but
smoking hot or just interesting to look at. Even in the shithole that is Andromeda, some of the characters look pretty good. I like the Krogan character you got, that he had like a boned collar around his armor.
Dude, the Krogans are so fucking cool. Like,
I think I might be one of the only ones that appreciated this, but if you ignore all the weird animation glitches, then I think remember how in Andromeda you were choosing to play either the brother or sister characters? I think the sister was absolutely adorable.
She had mental. She some people thought she had. I think I told you this one. People thought that it was so brave that they had the first mentally Down syndromed character. because
the animation glitches, right?
It was so bad that people thought that was intentional. So they're like, "How brave did they finally have like the first major character with Down syndrome?" And they're like, "No, no."
Oh
yeah,
God.
that's why I prefaced it with "if you ignore the animation glitches."
Yeah, I think she's cute. She had big. She was
my type.
Big smile, big grin.
Absolutely my type. I love that.
I never played Andromeda.
Kind of similar to Marjorie Tyrell in some vague ways.
Maybe.
I think we're noticing a pattern here, Grendar.
Yeah. You like
I like the adorable ones.
You like them spicy, and you like them spicy, and you like them fun.
Spicy and smart.
Yeah.
Spicy, smart, nerdy, and cute.
Well, Grendar. Same way. I get it.
Me, I'm just there like, oh, pulse, great. Yeah, I'll have that.
Your body temperature is roughly in the 90s. We're good. Okay.
Here,
I didn't specify that part, so.
Hey, we were talking about Edie earlier. She doesn't have a pulse.
True.
All right, we have a lot to pick from, so we might as well get cracking into it. What do you think about that?
Get on with it.
Also, Vampire Marjorie is not off the table either.
Yeah.
Speaking of no pulses.
No, she would be on the table though.
We got through a conversation about Game of Thrones, and I didn't get upset. So that's a plus.
Yeah, we can always remember the good times before the bad.
That's all I wanted to say about it. I'm very pleased.
Speaking of vampires, here's a quick question: Do you guys think Bloodlines 2 is going to turn out well, or do you think they're going to fuck it up?
Mm,
I'm not even familiar.
I think that it's not going to be as good as the first one, but there might be something that will draw people in.
Something I was kind of upset about is the fact that they're only got half the clans available in there, but maybe they'll add the rest later.
Hopefully it won't be in DLC, but it probably will be in DLC.
Either free or like, I wouldn't mind paying $1, but
Oh,
like,
come on! You know if they're
not
gonna
a whole
if
lot.
they're gonna charge, they're gonna charge way more than that.
Hopefully, just free updates later. Like maybe this is just a we're saving some development time up front kind of thing. But for Two Guns, are you familiar with Vampire the Masquerade at all?
Only in name.
Like, well, the general concept of it at least. It's basically like Blade, the RPG essentially.
Yeah, but you're playing as the
vampires. I literally only know the name.
Yeah,
I know that. I remember that. Like when you said Bloodlines 2, I googled it real quick and I was like, "Oh, Vampire the Masquerade, that game that exists that I know nothing about." Okay,
I would suggest looking up / giving it a try. Look up on Steam for Vampire Bloodlines. It's a much older game, but it's a really good. It's a first-person RPG.
One of the best RPGs ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's very, very good. You're playing as one of the vampires, and you can pick to be one of, I think, 9 standard different clans, which basically is different mini vampire societies that have their own cultures and powers that are unique to them.
And in one massive case, a huge disadvantage that makes you have to play the game completely differently.
But it's actually not as big of a disadvantage as you would expect.
No, but just never do it as your first playthrough.
Yeah,
you want to know how to
with
play
them
the
is
game.
the reason they call it the Masquerade is they're trying to hide their existence from humanity, right? And the disadvantage he's talking about is one of the clans called Clan Nosferatu. They look like the character from the movie Nosferatu. Like they are hideous and ugly and super obviously vampires on sight. So they cannot be seen by humans. So you have to go through the game without letting people see you.
And when you
Although it's not as big of a disadvantage as you'd think, because that really only applies to outdoor locations. If you go into a building, you can still walk around.
But then the characters will have, like, the humans will have a unique dialogue, like, what the fuck, man? Get the hell away from me!
I almost want to play that first. Just
they'll be like, what the hell happened to you and stuff, but it won't actually cause you any difficulty in your dialogue with them. It's just like a little bit of different spice to the conversation, but it doesn't.
And that's another great thing. Like, for the most part, you'll have unique dialogue for each and every faction you pick. So you can keep replaying. Yeah, not always completely. I mean, it is a very old game, and they can only do so many
but
takes.
Here's a really fun twist to what he just said. One of the clans, called Clan Malkavian, are inherently insane. Like, it's in their blood. If they make somebody into a vampire, that person will lose their mind. If they hadn't already chosen a crazy person to begin with, which they also do. But if you play them, your dialogue options are all messed up and weird. Because you're crazy.
You can have conversations with the TV as well. That's a pretty fun one.
There's 2 unique conversations that only a Malkavian can have. One of them is you talk to your TV, and the TV talks back. In fact, the TV starts the conversation. And the other option is you can have an argument with a stop sign. Which goes roughly how you'd expect. Anyways, check it out though. It's if you like first-person RPG type games, it's excellent.
I just threw it on my wish list on Steam. It's $20 right now, which it came out 16 years ago, and
I don't blame you on that.
Right now, but I do often throw money at Steam sales and
yeah. While I would not normally condone a 16-year-old game being $20, in this case, I still think it's worth it.
You'll get years of good.
Plus, if it ends up on a 50% off sale, then they're $10.
No, that's
$10 with a review like that is a no-brainer. Like even if I don't play it for like years after the fact, and I would make a point.
Yeah.
With direct recommendations
over the years, I've replayed it like 10. I've played it 10 times. Honestly, I've played every clan.
Nice.
You'll also hear a lot of familiar voice actors as well. They didn't get like massive big celebrity names, but you hear a lot of like people you've heard elsewhere before. And it's also got a nice edge to it as well. Like they throw a lot of really good philosophical questions at you. There's a lot of choices that you might think are evil, but are they? And what's evil to an immortal being? And unlike a lot of other ones that try to do it, it's not. No, look, we can suck its cock all day, but
yeah. Well, one last note about it, just to sort of go along with what you just said. Part of the whole thing with the Vampire the Masquerade role-playing game in the first place is that you're trying to balance your predatory new nature with trying to retain your essential humanity as well. And the game has that in there. There's a humanity, basically humanity meter or points. And if you lose the ball, then it's game over because you've just become a feral beast. But there's quests you can do that will give them back by helping people. And then there's also a masquerade meter, because if you fuck up the masquerade, then they'll hunt you down and kill you.
Yeah, the police will come and shoot you up. And
there are side quests that help you to uphold the masquerade by helping hide things. So it's interesting.
I picked this one because I don't know, it's no nonsense and allows me to think about what to show next. But here we go. A guy claps his building. This is in Russia? I don't know. Sounds Russia.
This looks like a bad idea already. What's he doing?
What could go wrong?
Ты был пиздатым пацаном, пока тебя не придавило крышей.
What?
Блять, 3 кирпича, пиздец.
I want a roof to collapse on my head.
Well, he's trying to stand back.
He didn't even think this through because he didn't even bring anything like even a sledgehammer, you know? Like he just saw this and said, "Hey, let's destroy this building." Why? Cause
yeah, they were walking around and noticed that pillar was starting to crumble.
I mean, he's sort of acting like he's trying to be a little careful, but then again, he's also standing exactly where the thing will fall.
Jesus. Oh man. Yeah, obviously
I've been around old abandoned buildings, and I have wondered if shit collapses, can I get away fast enough?
To be fair, that does look like it would have been really fun.
Yeah, it does.
As long as he didn't get himself hurt, which is the question.
Yeah.
Well, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what to say except R.I.P. Jack Sherman.
Rip in peace.
Guitarist Jack Sherman dies, age 64.
God.
Well, call me up when it's Flea, so I'll be like, oh wow, he's still alive.
He made it this long? My God.
Smooth sailing into
I don't know who this guy is.
Oh, he was
Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, he was one of the guitarists. Back earliest. Now I'm not big into music, but I've always had a soft spot for the Chili Peppers. So
same here. I am big into music, but they've been, just like a fun soft spot. I never got super into them. I have friends who
was he the one who was hooked on heroin for a long time, or was that someone else? One of them was really, really heavily doped up to their eyeballs during their heyday.
Remember.
Yeah, a lot of people died this week. Johnny Nash died. The guy who saying, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
The rain is gone forever, my friend.
Van Halen died.
Van Halen.
Yeah. And it's not all due to COVID either. People are just dying.
And apparently Trump's coughing up blood now.
Right now?
At least that's the rumor.
Live on stream.
Aw. Then again,
just exact second.
Well, I was actually thinking
Trump looks a lot like Boris Johnson.
Well, Boris Johnson isn't Trump because he's got a mask on.
Yeah, and he can actually... I was going to say he can string sentences together. No, he can't. But he can think them in his head.
He can give tea and crumpets to the paparazzi, though. So.
Yeah, I got to find you that footage. That was a genuine... And he comes out in his bathrobe. Like, he woke up, he saw the group of paparazzi outside and went, well, two could play at this game. Backlash as Jim advertises 12 years of a slave workout to mark Black History Month.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed. The post have been removed, with the gym operator stating it was wholly unacceptable and neither improved or endorsed. It had to be endorsed by someone. Someone
Rogue
had to look
rogue
at
employee put it out there.
probably. The company Luton and Desmond Jim made a post on Facebook saying entitled 12 years enslaved. This
Also,
is
that's just really bad grammar. It should be 12 years of slavery.
celebrate Black
Oh,
History Month. Here it is. 12 years a slave. 100-meter sprint, push-ups, power clean. Don't know what that is. Box jump, deadlifts, and KV swings.
this feels like it's like these are the activities that a slave does when he runs away.
I
Is that what
guess.
this is?
This is the ancient and long upheld slave workout.
Hey,
Every
you ever
slave
seen a
everywhere has
fat
ever had to do.
slave? I never seen a fat slave once, so they must be doing
They
something.
gotta stay in shape somehow.
They all
Definitely
swole.
not working.
They all swole, boy.
Oh no, there's one fat slave on the plantation. It's the cook.
Oh, that's yeah, Aunt Jemima's. You know, like, child, I'm just testing my food
I mean,
for method.
you know what they say. Never trust a skinny chef.
Absolutely. Although a lot of chefs these days are like the best chefs in the world. They're skinny as fuck. Fuck that shit. I'll have Guy
Well,
Fieri. Thank you very much.
I think
still
they're
don't
just like
trust them.
health conscious and in shape, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I know, but still, part of
They
me
clearly
always
don't
wants-
love the food properly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Or
They
else
love
it's,
themselves more than their craft.
Unless
Fuck
it's
them.
Ratatouille,
Right.
where it's I don't remember the critic. Well, you're real thin for a food critic, and he goes, I don't like food, sir. I love food, so I have to be sure that everything I ever eat is worth my time. You know, like, and he kind of looms over him. I love that character.
So he's not skinny because he eats healthily. He's skinny because he barely eats anything.
Yeah, because nothing's up to his standards.
Except for the
yeah.
Ratatouille. And that
Something
movie
to
was
say for
kind of
that, I
extra
guess.
funny to me too, because I've made Ratatouille.
It's
It's actually really easy.
I think I've had it before. I don't think I've ever actually.
Although making it to that level of amazingness is probably not easy, but the recipe in general is simple.
This is one to take the smiles off our face, folks. 2 cops fired after allegedly beating multiple porcupines to death.
What?
One officer said her
What did
colleague.
Sonic do to them?
Sonic's a hedgehog, so it's a
Same
porcupine.
thing.
It's not the
Same
same.
thing.
That's not a hedgehog. Oh, it's cute enough though, looking.
They're cute.
One officer said her colleague not only chased the animal in the woods to kill it, but turned a smile on his face and appeared that he enjoyed it. These people have guns. 2 former Maine police officers were charged with animal cruelty last week.
This is why this particular job position attracts violent psychos.
They beat them to death with their bats
and whatnot.
Fuck's
Porcupine lives matter, guys.
Yeah. This is and
Porculives.
and Porca instead of Antifa. It's like Porca comes out. Nah, it sounds more like something to do with pigs.
So it's anti-porcupine then?
Oh, that would yeah. They're the
well, actually, no, they claim to be anti-porcupine, but they're actually pro-porcupine.
Of the Proud Porks. Bunch of porcupines in Hawaiian
Proud
t-shirts.
Boys are already.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Accusation
Sounds
against
disgusting.
Proud Pork. Yeah, I'll show you a Proud Pork, boy. Accusation against Rockland police officers who were fired in September were detained by investigation with Maine Warden Service, law enforcement, State Department of Inland Fishing and Wildlife. Why did they do this? Admitted to killing several porcupines, according to Gazette, expressed regret over it. Oh, well, all is forgiven then. I'm sorry I beat these helpless animals to death for no good reason.
I'm sorry.
He sometimes pepper sprayed them. Why?
What?
And he posted a video of one of them to Snapchat. The only videos you post to Snapchat is your fucking boobs.
Seriously.
Why is it
That's some
always
serial
porcupines
killer
with
shit.
this guy?
Yeah, these porcupines were in their natural habitat and causing no harm. Yeah, this person would have had to gone out of their way to kill animals and torture them too. Only chase the animals in woods. Yeah, one of the several Rockland police officers interviewed by game warden said he was once officer. Somebody jumped out of the car. He jumped out of a car to beat a porcupine. Oh, there's a video. I got him, but why? Said had served in Afghanistan with the Marine Corps. Oh, so he might come back a bit loopy, but still,
Maybe he
Maybe,
was
but
like that before that, though.
yeah, probably. Oh,
probably.
People like this would probably be more apt to join the military and whatnot.
How many combat veterans don't do shit like this? Like, come
have
on.
you ever seen the footage from Hawaii of the guys just finishing basic and they're rolling their gear and they're about to be shipped out to Okinawa or something like this? This is a few years ago, and they have a puppy next to a cliff, and for no reason just fling the puppy off the cliff.
Whoa, I did not see that. I don't
Yeah,
want
I'm not going to share that one because that's horrible. But they're so proud
It
of it,
is.
and they didn't see what was wrong with it. But they actually adopted the puppy from a shelter, took it out to the cliff, and threw it off with grins on their face.
God
to. Jesus.
damn.
Why? These
That's such a-
guys
that's
went
such a-
off then fully armed to another country,
As you do.
as you do.
No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure that I don't remember. I'm terrible with names. Names are the worst. But it was one of the world wars. There was an American GI that through some contrivance of circumstances wound up being able to adopt I think it was a British dog. I think they were stationed in the Isles at the time, and it might have been French or German, whatever. But it was just this dog. It was a stray that this one dude took in, and then he lied to one of his superior officers about it, saying it was the company mascot or whatever. And his superior officer believed him, and then this dog wound up being used for like carrying messages back and forth, and he was like beloved, and like they gave him a military funeral and like a rank and shit. So it's such a stark contrast to see psychopaths in the ranks. I'm sure that they always have been, because I heard that, you know, particularly pre 1900, like nowadays, like people talk about soldiers and they're like, you know, it's all this reverence and thank you for serving our country, this, that, the other. It
For
wasn't
the
always
record, that
case.
doesn't happen elsewhere in the world.
It doesn't happen elsewhere. If it does, not as much.
No,
But back in the day, in America, even that's where like the scum of the society went. Like,
Oh, sure, you
you're
had a
good for
choice
nothing
between
else.
jail or the army.
Pretty much. And I think that was kind of often the case throughout history, not always, obviously. So, you know, you hear about all the valorous stories of soldiers being upright, but even today, like, a lot of people enlist because they have few other options.
Yeah.
And
I was actually thinking one of the probably the longest running reason for anyone going into the military is to escape a bad relationship, a broken heart, or escaping debtors. Like oh, I can't make it in any other job, so I'm going to go to a place where I'm guaranteed pay and food. So that in Russia after the Cold War, when there was like no work and no money, massive amounts of people signed up to serve in the military just so they had a warm place in the winter and food, because the country was so dilapidated. Like, and that happens all over the world. Like, it's here we're lucky enough in Ireland that you join up to lose a few pounds, look good in a uniform, and put something on your CV for another job when you're finished. You never give a shit about the country. Like, you can joke about it a few years later. Oh yeah, it was great. We spent 6 months off working with the UN here, there, and everywhere, and it's just a bragging rights. But no one like proudly looks up at the flag with like tears running down their face. That's an American thing. That's an American thing, and that's a dictatorial thing. Like, a lot of dictatorships have like that.
It's a nationalistic thing, and
it's dictators will brainwash people into wanting to be like that. Yeah.
Here's a little anecdote that I think might restore a little bit of faith in all that. I have a very close friend who served, and he was overseas 3 times. Never actually saw combat, but he was in the Middle East several times. And he, you know, got out, went on the GI Bill, which is like a grant program for education. He's completing his degree, and he has kind of been waiting for the right opportunity to re-enlist as an officer. That might be the wrong term, whatever. I'm not a soldier myself, but because he likes the army, he does love this country and everything, but he specifically has been putting it off because of Trump, and he doesn't want to serve under that commander-in-chief. And I think there were a
Totally
lot of other people in
understandable.
a similar mindset. He's straight up like he's a dyed-in-the-wool Republican, and he is like, this man is actually a
Just gonna
fascist,
stop
and
you
I
there.
would sooner shoot him than vote for him.
Just
are
stop,
like
stop you
basically
there
what
real
he said.
quick,
So.
Two Guns. I'm getting a lot of pop
Yeah.
from your mic.
Oh, are you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can like check your mic wiring.
Maybe it sounds like Rice Krispies really up close.
He doesn't mean pop as in pop filter. He means as in like it's your line's crackling a bit.
Yeah.
Crackling.
Yeah.
I mean, I can monitor myself.
I mean, no, that's fine. I mean, if you can't do it in Nevada, you can't do it in Nevada. It's not game breaking. It's just
Were you able to understand everything I just said?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you were talking about your.
It just sounds as if like maybe your microphone wire might be slightly loose or something.
Could be. I mean, I have myself going on monitor through voice meter, and I'm clean as a whistle. So I think it's something between Discord and you guys.
Maybe it's maybe it's something about the connection.
Could be indeed. Well, it's not like I said. It's not game changing. I just thought you might want to know.
I'm on a VPN. I could flip servers and rejoin the call or something.
You could try it. Like it wasn't doing this at the beginning. It just started during this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you.
Is it still doing it now?
Keep talking.
Not so far.
La 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 la.
Yeah, it's still there.
It is.
Leave it. It's grand. Fine.
Just kidding.
Let's have a look at this. Grendar, you sent me this one not too long ago, so I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Priest arrested after getting caught filming sex. That's filming sex. There's something about that doesn't seem right. It should be like filming having sex with two women on a church altar.
Well, no, he's clearly the point being that he filmed it.
He could have been having it and
filming it and having it.
Look at that face! Look at him! He looks like a character from Father Ted.
On the altar.
He looks like a character from Father Ted. I swear to Christ. Oh, he looks like someone who'd do this. Someone wasn't social distancing. Oh,
what a douche!
Got him.
Last Wednesday night, an eyewitness was walking by St. Peter's and Paul's Church in Pearl River, Louisiana, when the person spotted an unusual sight inside the building. A partially naked priest, two women in corsets and high-heel boots, fancy lighting, sex toys, and a phone on a tripod recording the whole scene. Damn, this took work. It didn't take long to get local police, who promptly arrested Reverend Travis Clark and two women in charge of obscenity, since the scene was occurring within public view. That's the only reason. If he had bothered to shut the doors and make sure the windows they weren't in sight, there's really nothing illegal.
Hey, maybe that's his kink, though.
Yeah, maybe he wanted to be caught. Obviously, the sex life and business providing everything was consensual, but I have so many questions. Number one,
the first question there is incredibly naive. First of all,
he's a priest, so why is he having? Yeah, oh my God. Okay, whoever wrote this doesn't.
Because he's a priest.
Well, first of all, I was going to say, number one, you answered your own question inside the question.
Yeah. Why the hell would you have sex at church where you work? Again, there could be a kink to that.
Yeah, obviously.
Who has to clean? Now, here's the first real question. Who has to clean? That's a valid
question.
Yeah.
The answer is obviously the altar boy.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be the first time he's ever had to clean up that sort of mess. Where's the video going to be posted? Probably Pornhub.
And where can we see it? Yeah, valid question.
I've seen pictures of the girls in question. They're kind of hot, so I'm definitely on board for that. How on earth is one of the least scandalous sex crimes in the Catholic Church?
Okay, that's also a really stupid question.
Yeah. Actually,
have you not heard about the really scandalous things going on in the
Catholic
Church?
No. The question is, how on earth is this one of the least scandalous sex crimes?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's obviously the least scandalous thing because of all the other shit that's going on is much worse.
All three face up to 3 years in prison if convicted in separate cells. No, really. Make matters even more complicated, Clarkson, or the chaplain of Pope John Paul II High School, was position held only because his predecessor, wait for it, committed a sex crime.
I mean, technically he didn't commit a sex crime. Unless being seen doing it in public is considered a sex crime.
It's the obscenity law. That's why he's gotten arrested.
Yeah. At least in
but
some
also, like,
it is.
Not only should they have put them all in the same cell, but they should have left them with the handcuffs and stuff too.
Yeah. Although, you know what? The girls will be like, look, we're being paid to pretend to like this shit. We think this is creepy as everyone else, but, we got kids. Like, they're not going to get paid. If they're not going to get paid to do it, they're not going to get involved.
I'm just here to put food on the table.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's one of them's voice for sure.
God,
Dr. Girlfriend?
Exactly.
Hey, you ever seen her in lingerie? That can work.
You know what, Two Guns? I discovered something about that show that was amusing the other day, actually. Did you know that Dr. Girlfriend and Billy Quizboy are the same actor?
Oh. Amaze.
Isn't that great?
Amaze.
Amazing.
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 Amazing. Beta. We're hope.
Incredible.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, go
on. My uncle used to call me the Great White Hope because I'm tall, and he hoped that I would start to play basketball, and I never did. Never did. I'm so not an athlete.
You,
like
you bring shame to your family.
To be racist, but that's kind of racist.
Bring the sport back to where it belongs. The 50s.
No, you can have it. You can have it. I don't want it.
Them Harlem Globetrotters ruined everything.
They ruined everything, including Egghead's wife.
Well,
oh my God.
They're not together anymore, so maybe there was some truth to it. Yeah, didn't he leave Egghead? Didn't they break up a while back?
I don't know.
She divorced him.
See, that if they were gonna split up, that's the only logical way it could have happened.
You're right, but it's sad.
You know what the saddest thing is? What happens if she ever goes and spills the beans of like all his personal shit?
I mean, who's gonna duct tape him down to a chair and slap him now?
The new girl. He bounced back pretty quick.
I was gonna say.
He did.
What's his friend's name? Jeffrey or something?
Yeah.
Is that who? Is that who he bounced back with?
American Jim Sterling. Yeah.
Actually, the sad thing is Jim Sterling is American Jim Sterling.
Technically, now for a few years, he's got his citizenship. And that's what you get for marrying an American. I should know. That's come close to me a few times.
Very welcome.
I'm so glad I never.
Oh, we married you. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, our love is pure and totally not a scam to get me piggybacked into the country. Okay.
Totally not.
Speaking of
the insinuation,
why would you want to be anyway,
especially in 2020. Fuck's sake. Speaking of,
wait
a minute. Is this lady's name Snugs?
It is Snugs. I want
Tanya Snugs.
Tanya Snugs. Oh my God! Are you sure that's not her?
That has to be a
FetLife
pen name, right?
That has to be her FetLife account, right?
That's an amazing name. I love it.
Ooh, I heard sirens somewhere.
Yeah, over here.
Aww.
Also, she's kind of cute. I wouldn't mind snugsing her.
Yeah, she's not too bad. I like her hair.
Yeah.
I think it sounded like it was a fire truck. I think. I guess I'm not sure.
This is the one everyone's been talking about, and a lot of news is coming up out of it. But the long and short of it is, love how they're also tagged Donald Trump in with this, even though there's no direct. Although he is, I suppose, in many ways to blame for how this shit happened. He's not directly connected. Although
also, why is coronavirus?
He's actually.
Well. Oh, you'll find out why coronavirus that is.
Oh, goody.
He's actually patient zero. Conspiracy.
Yeah.
I'm coining it right now.
Damn.
He went to Wuhan.
He fucked the bat and the pangolin.
He's the one that went to the secret umbrella lab in Wuhan and became Nemesis.
Pretty much. He's Wesker.
Wesker.
No. He'd have to be badass to be Wesker.
Oh, but Wesker thinks he's badass. FBI
in that sense, he fits.
Yeah, it's true. So FBI false plot to kidnap U.S. governor as 13 violent extremists charge. These men allegedly plotted for months, consulted and trained with militia members, and even rehearsed a kidnapping. There's a video. Let's have a gander. Mute it because, well, YouTube is a bitch. They were really, really, really getting into, like, they stage like mock kidnappings and tried to get They got a bunch of explosives and. All right, there's nothing going on here. Just
I wonder what their plan was beyond that. Like, once if they got him, what were they going to do?
I
Make demands?
they wanted her for treason because they believed. All right, so the 13 men to be charged with plotting to overthrow Michigan's governor and kidnap the governor.
Come on, you can't kidnap somebody called Gretchen. That's not fair.
Gretchen and Wetmere from her holiday home.
Against the rules.
Suspects saying they wanted to try her for treason. The thing is that she is. She has powers of a governor, of course, but oh my god, look at this!
Look at second from the left on the bottom.
Him?
No, second from the left.
A bunch
that
of
guy, yeah.
grade A winners we have here.
Well, they look all this. Oh my god, look at that face! Look at it. It looks like you took the Oblivion character creator and stretched out the lips.
But second from the left on the bottom, just look at the eyes on him. Actually, the middle on the bottom.
He looks like Count Dankula without the tats.
A little bit.
He kind of looks like TJ, but not as TJ-ish.
Oh, look at lower right guy as well. There's something a little messed up about him as well.
They're all messed up, and they all look what I was expecting them to look like.
Do you think they're all from the same clan?
Maybe on.
I think they're all from the same bloodline.
Yeah, pretty much. They're all from Appalachia. According to the court filing,
winners.
A consultant with kidnapping, even rehearsed a kidnapping in August, September. Yeah, the idea was that she has been putting hardcore, strict laws on wearing a mask, and people pointing out that that's against the law. But she found a law that for the Michigani governor that goes back for a long time that actually gives her that power. So it's not against the law, but they say it is because they all probably thought that it was like the 5G hoax and it's all a liberal thing and Trump is the grey hope and all that shit.
Yeah, because there's a grand conspiracy to make everybody wear masks for some damn reason.
Yeah, it's a very stupid thing. But all of them were a bunch of ANCAPs. So
what a shock.
Yeah, they're all hardcore libertarians who wouldn't care if it was Pepsi telling them to wear masks. Apprehending sick and deprived men who were preparing to kidnap and possibly kill me. Violent hatred, bigotry, white minorities pin some blame on Donald Trump. Did not condemn white supremacists. That's true. He didn't. He needed to. He did say all this shit. Stand back and stand by. But the thing is that these guys kind of predate his speech. It's not good luck, and he probably hasn't said anything negative about them either yet, which you'd think that he'd do right away. And can I just put
how very dare she try to keep her people safe from a virus?
Yeah. And you know what else? Michigan is some of the lowest rates, probably because it's so strict on wearing the masks.
Mm-hmm.
But these motherfuckers didn't give a shit, and they were going to try to stage a coup. Which,
but my freedoms.
But this is their face. This is one of the guys. I don't know which one it is. Let's see. I might recognize the name. Not Adam Fox. Joseph. Might be Joseph Morrison. He had one of them had a YouTube channel, and he had the "Don't Step on Me" flag in the background. He was a fucking walking 4chan meme. All these guys are just pure.
I bet second from the left on the bottom. It was him, right?
No, it was.
I bet you it was. He's got that look on his face.
Actually, I think it might be this dude. I think this is the dude. Vosh was showing this earlier today, and he showed some of his videos, and I think that's the face. It's one of these, but yeah, all these.
That's like picking on that other guy because he's the derpiest looking one of the bunch.
Oh, look at that fro! Look at that fuzz. That's not an Aryan fro. Someone's got a bit of mixed blood going on in here. What's going on over here? You got some Latino going on in your heritage there, boy. You good friends with Nick Fuentes?
Ay caramba.
Go back to Mexican Stan.
Ay Dios mío.
More like Mexican.
Oh, got him.
Checkmate, libtards. But yeah, they're also all connected to like the Boogaloo Boys and like the Proud Boys and all that shit. It's all the stereotypes, and she has way too much. If she's wearing makeup, she's put on way too much of it. Too pale. For God's sake, honey, like put some color in your cheeks.
He keeps a barrel of it next to the sink, just dips her whole face in.
She thinks that's
That's how
cocaine.
Trump does
It's
it.
actually all cocaine. She just does a whole thing of coke. If I lived
Is
in
that how
Michigan,
Trump
I
does
would,
it? Does he custom order in barrels of Cheeto dust?
pretty much.
Probably.
No, they're not. It's
Yeah.
not dust when it arrives, but he just eats like a pig, and he doesn't use his hands.
He just
and it
looks
all
like,
goes
"Oh."
everywhere.
Yeah, he just saves the dust. He eats whole bags of Cheetos and saves the dust.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fact.
Hughes arrested, according to FBI. Suspect quote saying she had no checks and balances at all. Yes, she does. She has uncontrolled power right now. No, she doesn't. All good things must come to an end. So you're saying that the stuff she's doing is good? Like, fuck you, buddy. They could be facing like the rest of their lives in prison, and I hope they get it because they're literal traitors. They are literally. They literally were trying to commit treason. So, yeah. Bye bye. Yeah, see, has many orders, was unconstitutional, but however, it's not. There's no suggestion in the criminal complaint that men were inspired by Mr. Trump. Yeah, that's why I 100% like the whole Trump connection. Although saying that, I can see the connection, so I'll give them an editorial pass, but not by much. Against opening gyms. So yeah, she's she's basically doing a good job, and they wanted to basically execute her for doing a good job.
Well, they didn't see it as good. They see it as tyranny. Sic semper tyrannis.
Was that Gretchen there in the photo?
Yeah, that's her. She kind of looks like a Stepford wife there, doesn't she?
A little bit.
Kinda-
Although not quite as vacant as they are.
Or the one from the Nebraska news network. Do you remember from last week with the chimps with the gorillas, and she's just there staring at you with like the empty, soulless eyes. Claimed they would execute the plan for presidential election November 3rd. Yes, shifted target to governor's holiday home. They've upgraded her home now with a huge amount of fencing and all that shit. So she's probably going to be terrified for next while. But
I mean, wouldn't you though?
absolutely, I'd be freaking the fuck out. But I suppose that's just something you got to deal with when you're a public figure. Like I've had to deal with stalkers since I started doing YouTube, and that's like fucking weird. Like me of all people getting stalkers, but yeah, I've had to deal with that shit. So imagine being like
Sorry
in
about
charge
that.
of like an
I couldn't help myself.
That's all right. You have terrible taste in men. Terrible.
He's just upset that you're not flirting with him, flirting with the other men instead.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. I mean, he's usually next to Dirk Cobain. I'm like, who am I gonna pick? You know? Speaking of,
you saying he's prettier than me?
now, honey, it's not about looks. It's also about personality.
Oh, fuck you.
That's how you passive. I was like Roger from American Dad. He's talking to Francine and he goes, "You look so great for a woman your age who's had 3 kids. I've had 2." Hold their hands like so concerned for her, and then just wanders off without a word.
Got him. What?
Got him, robot boys.
Got him.
Ooh,
Robot guns.
2 lasers, no ammo.
Who is this
This is from Missy Ann.
beautiful woman?
Missy Ann shared this just before we went live, so I'm like, oh, I gotta include this.
Okay.
Singing on handstand.
Well, are you ready, Maestro?
I like the Dutch
I'm
angles.
excited to hear that
Whoa!
voice sing.
Cakes.
Man, Billy would be excited now, wouldn't he?
Oh, he'd be getting the vapors.
Billy loves him some cakes.
He's gonna die of diabetes one day, so of course he will.
By one day, we mean next week.
Probably.
That's a very thin thing she's wearing right there.
Yeah, it doesn't really leave much to the
Wow.
imagination. I don't even know if we should be lingering on it.
Okay, come on, music.
Why though?
No, pull me back. Wait a second, you're not doing my body, are you?
I mean, she's pulling it off pretty well.
But why? What is the...
Pull the piano up. What have you got me into?
Glad she sounds better singing than she does talking, though.
Yeah, she has a sort of like
She's a trained singer.
a New Jersey mom vibe going on right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Your bowel movement's still regular. You talked to that girl yet? I want some grandkids.
That's how they teach you to sing this kind of music.
Upside down and in a really
Definitely a
revealing
bit of a Kyle's mom voice
Yes,
going on.
no. But I mean, like the timbre of her voice. I wasn't a vocal major, but I did go to music school and spent a lot of time with vocal majors. And even just being in the choirs and stuff, like the way they teach you to sing most classical vocal music, kind of you're taught to use your throat and your mouth and your head the same way across the board for the most part. So yeah, she sounds like she went through that kind of training, probably quite a lot of it, and I guess just wanted to see if she could do it upside down, which is interesting, playful idea. A better choice in wardrobe would be advised, but otherwise, good show.
Better.
Oh, somebody's been talking to Cobes apparently.
I was watching DP as I tend to do, and Cobes tends to be on that, and he mentioned tactical soap, and I'm like, tactical soap. You know what?
Well,
I need to know
we
about
can't, We can't use this.
You know what? I'm gonna go vegan just this once for my soap. I'm also just wanting to see like what it's all about. I'm not gonna buy it, obviously. I'm not gonna spend 60 on soap. You know.
I wonder if he realizes that his endorsement of it is actually insulting it, because he talks about how he uses it all the time, but he also talks about how he never gets any.
Look at some of these names, though. One, I know.
But I mean, like seriously though, like he's always using this tactical soap, but he's never getting laid, so clearly it doesn't work.
Well, I think even if it was beneficial, he himself negates any benefit given. But I mean, look at these names, the trifecta. Like, what a douchey fucking term. One Durden,
Maverick,
one Bond, and one Maverick.
I don't know what a Durden even refers to.
As in Tyler Durden?
You don't name a soap after Tyler Durden.
Yes, you do.
Come on. Guys. We've all seen that movie. No.
We all know what soap is used for.
What movie?
Oh,
what movie?
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go see it, and it's a great movie, and you'll know why that is a very strange marketing decision.
Or Bond, like Bond and soap. I suppose he's very masculine and more traditional sense. Maverick, he's gay. Like, I don't care how they play him I don't care how they play him off. Like that girl.
Well, why does that matter? Maybe that's the soap you buy if you want to attract men.
That is true. Actually, yes. I didn't.
Fuck you, Lev. Jesus.
Well, we've already gone through this. Your name's not
Dirt. It's got different pheromones in it, so you can attract the big gay bears.
So you think Bond is kind of Durden is the bisexual, Bond is the heterosexual, and Maverick is the gay. So so what happens if you mix them up by accident?
Then you get humped by everybody.
Nice. Well, combined all three, you become the slut.
The slut.
The soap slut. Soap slut.
I mean, who doesn't like it wet and slippery? Am I right?
It's a tramp. Right. It's a whore. It's the slut.
Nice. Super slut.
Now in Technicolor. All the color of the gay
refers to her skirt.
Dallas police tase out of control passenger at airport. Angry man attacks officer. So a while back we watched a guy getting into a huge fight at an airport, so that kind of inspired me to look for other airport shenanigans. And someone who worked in an airport and lived in the shadow of Dublin Airport and been to Dublin Airport and other airports across the world, this shit happens every single day all over the world. So there must be a glut of this sort of shit.
Oh, weird ass shit happens at airports.
Look at that bitch slap he just threw there.
I don't know what it is with people in airports.
I'll harm you.
Oh, this is in Dallas, eh? All right.
That's 2 in Dallas now. The other one was also at Dallas.
What's your deal, Dallas?
Look at this woman. She don't give no shit. She's not paid enough to get involved in this shit.
No.
This is the
not her
5th
problem.
tasing she's seen today.
Probably.
Yeah.
Look. He got tased there, and look at the little dance he does. Right in the ass.
It probably
That tasing did not take.
It did. It
Yeah,
just
they
took a
didn't
few
quite get him.
seconds. Yeah.
They didn't quite get him.
Probably.
Probably one of the barbs was loose or something.
Although I like how he thinks like, oh, they're tasing me. I think what will resolve this situation is if I escalate the violence.
So
I just
That
don't
won't go
get
well for
how
me.
people like.
Airports can be beyond stressful. I actually had a panic attack once in Chicago because I missed a flight, and I just fell straight to the ground. That was actually only a few years ago. But like airports are incredibly stressful places, so people can lose their
They are.
shit.
They are.
But
Can be, at least,
same
for
time,
sure.
you know,
If things
But
don't
like,
go
I would-
if
right.
you have a hissy fit, it's not going to change it. And if your flight's gone, if your flight's delayed, if you're sick and tired of waiting another 8 or 9 more hours, well, having a hissy fit won't do anything.
It's gonna make it
Can
worse.
get you tased. Like,
Now you're gonna miss your flight.
yeah. Just
Well,
like, I
looks like
mean,
a nice
when
airport,
people
though.
lash out against cops, when
That
they,
looks
you know,
about standard.
TSA, like, why? You're only gonna lose.
Maybe he thought that he's making such a hissy fit that they'd like be like, fine, just go. Here's a magical plane that just appeared out of the ether. Get on it. Like, that's not how that
Never
works.
happens.
Nope. Now, if you're actually nice and you listen and do what they say, sometimes they feel sorry for you and bump you up. Well, we did
Yeah.
have a no-show on this flight, if that works for you. And you're like, yes, okay, that's fine. If you, which I know that's usually the opposite of what I normally say about working within the system, but in airports, fuck yeah. Like, they don't want to be there. No one wants to really be in an airport. Only reason I like going to airports is it means I'm going places.
The thing about an airport is everyone is there ultimately to provide a service to the passengers, right? So if you make their jobs easy, they will do their job better.
And they'll be more inclined to do something out of the ordinary to help you, maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like they're not going above and beyond for an asshole, that's for damn sure.
They're
Only
going
in-
above and beyond, but not
Yeah.
to help them out.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're going to help him
helping
out.
them-
They're
they're
going to
helping
help
themselves
him
and everyone
leave
around them
out
right
of the
now.
building.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already done so.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Especially now with the channel being what it is.
Right.
We need as many eyes as we can get. Yeah, look, that happens all. There's the one we watched. By the looks of it, last time. Okay. Oh, this is one. Anyone? Either one of you arachnophobic?
One watch Facebook. I love that one.
One watch Facebook.
No, I'm
indeed.
not.
Two guns.
Sorry?
Are you arachnophobic?
Not really.
Well, you're about to be.
This
Fuck.
is oh, it's gone. No, there it is. Finball sent this to us when he was going to be a guest.
Well, that explains a lot. Is it dying?
It's shedding its skin. It's molting.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
Nasty.
It does
I-
not appear to be enjoying the
Experience. No, I can't imagine peeling off your skin is very pleasant. But apparently they needed to do it, so I can.
Must be quite a
relate.
relief afterwards, though, right?
Yeah, it's probably like
Do you think it's
Like
like you've
taking a
been
big
itchy
shit.
for 3 hours straight before you finally get to scratch it?
or you ever bang your foot so hard that it hurt a lot, and then near the end of the pain, it kind of just starts to relieve itself. You're like, okay, Okay, there we go. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch something a bit more pleasant and educational of sorts.
Why am I not surprised that that's what
Ooh.
Finn sent you, by the way?
Get your
Speaking of
booties to the
cakes.
pole.
Get your booty to the pole. Get your booty to the pole. Get your booty to the pole. Get your booty to the
And copyright.
Yeah.
Hey, they can claim it all they want.
Did we get your attention? Good. So, you really not gonna vote?
You know it's more than just the president on the ballot, right?
Get your booty to the pole. I get it.
Decides who to prosecute, including whether or not to go after dirty cops. Do you know who elects the DA?
We do, but you don't want to vote.
Can't make it rain if you locked up on some bullshit.
Want trades and coding taught in our schools?
Then vote for the school boards that will prepare us for the job market. Want to
I'm
end
gonna
cash
cry out.
bail? Well, then vote for the sheriffs and county officials that feel the same way you do.
But you talking about, oh, they gonna pick who they gonna pick, shawty.
Ferguson just like
I like her.
I want to hear that
like
again.
her
That was good.
That was funny. That was funny.
But you talking about, oh, they gonna pick who they gonna pick, shawty.
Ferguson just like
They're gonna pick Shody.
Yeah.
You know how that happened?
Nice.
Votes.
It's clear Black lives
Up,
don't matter
up.
to some of
They're
our
encouraging
current
voter fraud.
elected
They wrote
officials.
vote twice.
If they matter,
Oh, shit.
Then don't let
Disavow.
other people decide who's gonna run your community.
Typical
For that
from
booty, I'll vote
them.
twice.
get your booty to the pole.
Get your booty to the pole.
Get your booty to the pole.
Oh,
Oh god, what's going on with those fake ass nails?
yeah, she's got a little bit
For
too much
information on
bleach
She's got
on
how-
her.
Wolverine
vote
claws
as
going
well.
on.
As resources
Oh, God,
to
those
find out
platform
who's running
healers are
where you
hideous.
live, go to get your booty to the pole.
I love how you're like, I love how like all these girls are stripping around, and you're like this sort of New York fashion designer camp as shit
Yeah.
going. Oh
I
my
can't believe
god,
those shoes.
honey, you're swinging up the wrong pole if you get in the meaning.
Bitch,
But
that
here,
bikini is so 2008.
go here. I'm not gonna put it in your G string, but why don't you go and buy yourself a better wardrobe?
Here's $5. Buy yourself a sense of fashion.
Wake me up when the Chippendales arrive.
That was a clever ad, though. I like that.
Yeah, I saw that on John Oliver. That was and I was like, oh hell yeah.
That sounds almost like something John Oliver would have orchestrated.
It does, but like that. This has been going on a while now. But okay. Oh, this is one Ezreal sent us, I think, or was it you?
Now, this one was me, but it came from. I think it came from him originally.
What the hell is
Or
this?
I don't
Submit
remember now.
proposals?
I don't remember where I
Fuck off,
discovered
don't
this, actually.
care. Oh, there.
Oh no, I think it might have come from Gurley's show.
Oh, okay. Call a Karen. Company wants to pay a hypercritical Karen $65 an hour to review products. Yeah.
I love that logo.
And of course, it's out of Salt Lake City. You don't need an actual name Karen, but you do need a Karen nature for a new job that looks and pays women $65 an hour to review products online. Job listed by dehumidifiercritic.com. Okay, that almost sounded like it was dehumanizing them. That's how I read it. Like you're now no longer a person; you're a meme. Hypercritical.
You're a Karen, not a
and
person.
Opinionated, right? Product
You
review.
like to listen to my reviews on various dehumidifiers? Go to dehumidifiercritic.com today.
8.7 million views a day.
I know who they could get to do that ad the way you were just doing it. Lev, do you remember that guy? I forget his name. The guy who
Wilford
does
Brimley?
The tasting.
Liberty Medical.
Mountain Dew tasting reviews.
Yes, and he ran.
Oh,
for
him.
he ran for like a local office at one point.
Yeah.
He should
Yeah,
do
he-
that ad that you were just doing for the dehumidifier thing. That guy's amazing.
that
I love
guy.
him.
What a legend.
It's nowhere near as quiet as people say
Dry.
it was. It's very.
Yes.
It's very. It's. I can still feel moisture in the air.
It fills up
And
really
then suddenly he lapsed into
fast.
some like psycho dictator rope thing. What's that other thing he does? Where it was like where it just suddenly goes ham on it.
Oh, I don't remember that.
He's got this other thing he does where he's like the dictator of the universe or some weird shit.
Not
I
familiar
don't
with
know.
that.
I don't remember the details, but he's got like another character he does that's like
Advice?
totally the opposite of that, and then he'll like lapse back and forth between the two in the same video.
Why?
The contrast is glorious.
Why do they think we want to know what Karens think on a product?
This sounds like a parody thing.
It does, but I mean, like, what would the appeal be if Karen told us what was good or bad?
Some people are into that kind of parody, I guess. I don't know. I think it's funny that they want to do it. I wouldn't watch it, but I think it's funny.
I don't know. Maybe if someone had a compilation of like her most Karen shit ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea, but working repeatedly, and it's great hours, great money too.
I know, right?
65 an hour. Yeah, you're already gonna be bougie as fuck probably if you're a Karen. So that's just a whole lot more trips to the salon that you can't get into anymore. So you're gonna have a hissy fit and blame.
I mean, you could do like you could just crank out 2 a day and then call it a day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is an interesting one. Human microevolution sees more people born without wisdom teeth and an extra artery.
Well, that is how evolution works.
Yeah, but it's happening like literally in front of our eyes, because normally evolution takes way longer. But this is tangible things we can see.
Australian... Well, the part that would take longer would be for this to be all of humanity.
No, but it's like a clear sign of that something's happening. That's really cool.
Yeah, like
we should be wary.
Somewhere where you'd be able to see it.
But,
yeah.
Let's have a look. Australian researchers found our faces have gotten shorter over time and our jaws smaller. Most people being born without wisdom teeth and extra artery from the arm results in human microevolution in recent years. Babies now have shorter faces, smaller jaws, and extra bone. What are they doing? Doing like what's that now defunct science where they use the massive pincers to like measure people's brains, phrenology or something like that.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, phrenology. It was a pseudoscience.
Yeah, where people would
late 19th century.
Yeah, you could judge what type of role or what type of personality a person would be based on their skull. And the Nazis used to do shit like that. They used to like show people's faces. That's what I just came to mind, like the babies born in Australia.
Yeah, that sounds like some Aryan science nonsense.
Yeah, this is eugenics. Like babies have shorter faces, smaller jaws, extra bones in their legs and feet. Study of down. This is interesting. Is it just Australia though? Claim human race is evolving faster than has done any point in the past 250 years. Damn, even that alone is a small amount of time. Over time, human faces have gotten shorter, which has seen our mouths get smaller with less room for as many teeth. Which, all right, fair enough, I guess.
Well, aren't we also a lot taller than we were even just a few hundred years ago?
Yeah, like the average, you could look at people's average height, and we would be a lot taller. We also lived a lot longer, obviously. Ancient Egypt, the average life expectancy was like 40 at best.
Well, I'm dead already then.
Yeah. Go back even further, caveman times, and I'd be long dead. Humans have stopped evolving, but our studies show we are still evolving faster at any point in the past 250 years. Probably because so many of us are interacting and interbreeding. That like it's so much genetic material being swapped around. That's
also, I have to say, anybody that thinks that humans have stopped evolving is just incredibly naive.
Like what's going to happen?
Why would we
a million
stop?
years from now, we're going to all look the exact same.
Our living conditions are different than they used to be, so of course we're still going to evolve.
Yeah. Artery in form that supplies blood to the hand has become more prevalent in newborns since the 19th century.
Also, just wait until the X-Men appear.
I was thinking the X-Men, yeah, like how long before there's like footage of a baby being able to move shit with its mind.
Yeah. Also, a thought I was having the other day, like you see all these different kinds of origin stories that superheroes will have, and aren't mutants just the laziest non-origin story ever?
They're just
like, oh, Spider-Man was bitten by a radioactive spider. The Hulk, he was exposed to gamma rays. Cyclops, I don't know.
Was born in.
He just has lasers for some reason. He was just born that way.
Well,
That's not even an origin story.
It's not even he was born with it though. When you think about it, like he came in around about like 6 or 7, so he had.
Well, I mean, it got triggered when he hit puberty or whatever, but
yeah,
it's just part of how their DNA was, so they were born with it in that sense. Like nothing happened to change it.
Here's
it's
one
just
from,
a puberty thing. It just seems like the laziest superhero origin story. It just happened.
Yeah. Suddenly, no reason. But then again, like you got ones that were born into it, like say Thor, or Superman. But of course, Superman would have just lived his life as Kal-El for his whole life without if he never got sent off to Earth.
Yeah.
So
it's a little different though, in the sense that it's just like Thor's born with it because he's a god.
So
right?
the interesting thing is his setting rather than just like the fact that he was born into a race of gods is interesting in and of itself.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's not just a regular human who just suddenly started shooting lightning on his 13th birthday.
I'm sure there is a reboot
reason.
that has him just finding, like the Green Lantern. There's an example where he just finds, they just find the ring. But of course, then again, like they're usually interesting people who find the ring because the ring has to find you worthy.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I find I was gonna say shit, I lost it now. Never mind. Continue on.
Let's
the
have a
thought
look.
has left.
Teenage boy charged in Canada's first incel terror case, so it's official. Canadians can be incels too. The Bible was wrong.
I didn't know you found a story about me. What?
Damn it, Krandar.
Is this what you do every other day of the week?
Shame.
Maybe.
you just go.
I mean, Toronto is like a 4-hour drive away from me. I could.
Yeah.
You don't know.
When I was in Toronto, I did see a surprisingly large amount of crazy people, and very angry crazy people too. There was one guy at a crossroad walked that like we were all just waiting for the sign to change, and suddenly he starts shouting at the person next to him for no reason over I don't know, like you want to try me, you want to try me, and the other guy just was looking at his phone. He didn't really say or do anything, and then he just ran out in front of the road in front of traffic and started yelling at the drivers.
Right.
And he was really young looking too. And I was just there like, well, there's a crazy person. Okay. But there was a surprisingly large amount of shouting. Even more than, maybe not as much as New York, but definitely more than Buffalo, I noticed. Although I did hear a massive fight in Buffalo outside of my hostel when I was there.
I just remembered the thing I was going to say before that I previously forgot. I find it interesting that, speaking of Thor, in the Ultimate Marvel alternate world, they actually have a storyline where Thor gets absolutely gaslighted by Loki, trying to trick him into thinking that he doesn't actually have powers at all, and like just fucks with his head royally. Trying to convince him that like he's wearing some sort of like scientific power suit that's doing his powers for him, and he's not actually a god at all.
Damn, that must have. Well, if anyone's going to do it, it's Loki. But I mean, at this point, if Loki says anything, you just don't listen to him. Like it's not complicated,
right? But of course, he can shapeshift and
pretend to be other people. Yeah, that's true.
You can pretend to be other people, so you don't know it's coming from him.
17-year-old boy is accused of fatally stabbing a woman in February. Jesus Christ. 2018, 10 allegedly inspired biology, but accused. Was not charged with terrorism. No, of course not. Terrorism requires a group of people, and incels don't have friends. Not friends. I
think that's true. You could be a lone terrorist.
Yeah, it's true. You can be.
You won't be as effective, but it doesn't stop you from being labeled a terrorist.
That's right. What's it? ISIS had a lot of people who claimed to be a member of ISIS, but they weren't. But they still took credit for it.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Because he's a minor, has already been charged with murder, and shortly after the incident, which took place in an erotic massage parlor. So he went in to get like a happy ending.
Wanted a happy ending,
and maybe he just stabbed the. Well, he must have brought the knife in. Well, he didn't have. Probably did bring the knife in. People, men and women, were found outside the premise with stab wounds. Oh shit! He went on a rampage. Mrs. Zera was remembered as a loving mother and kind person. When Toronto police lead in the crime may have been motivated by extreme ideology, decided to press terrorism charge. Terrorism comes in many forms. Yeah, incels, like the guy who slammed that van into a bunch of people, and Dylan Roof? what was his name?
Dylan Roof, didn't he shot up a church in one of the Carolinas, an all-black church,
I
something like
think
that?
so, yeah. But like
I
incels have,
could be mixing people up.
yeah, incels have a lot of like history of just losing their minds or just committing suicide. I mean, they go online and get intentionally ripped apart by their quote unquote friends for being as ugly as they are. And they do this as a form of like convincing each other to kill themselves. It's fucking surreal. Hey, Skip. Erotic massage. I showed up at the right time. Yeah, he knows what it's about, and it's about Canada too. There, Skip. I'm surrounded by Canadians today. It's Toronto all over
The way you
again.
like
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I should
It's
admit.
okay. You're safe.
You're my way
It's
out
okay.
back to the land of craziness.
I'm here with you. I have guns. I'm out of ammo though.
Oh no,
We'll be okay.
Just
that's
hurl.
what I've heard about you.
You can still point it at them. They'll be very scared, even though they know the
Yeah,
guns are empty.
they don't know I'm out of
They don't
ammo.
need to know
Wait.
you're out of ammo. Just have empty clips in there, and you're fine.
No, I've never
Exactly.
seen The Strain, but I always, I really like this trailer.
By the way, I wanted to say just quickly about the last thing as well. If an incel terror attack was going to happen anywhere in Canada, it would definitely have been Toronto. So I'm not surprised.
Why not Vancouver? Wouldn't you think Vancouver would be more diverse, more likely?
They seemed a lot more chill. And Vancouver seems a lot more chill to me.
Well, like I said, I saw some surprisingly large amount of crazy in Toronto. So,
look, you got to remember, Toronto is Canada's version of New York City. So.
And they're probably nearby. They're very nearby each other.
And
so,
whereas I guess Seattle will be the closest comparison to Vancouver, but of course, Canadian Seattle's a more chill version of Seattle.
Yeah, anytime Ben went up there, he always said it was a fantastic time. Of course, that's all the weed there for you. Just maybe Toronto. Well, I was gonna say maybe Toronto needs weed. It has weed now, so give it time, and pretty soon there'll be a whole lot more, probably a whole lot more chillness. Let's have a look at this. Like I said, I've never seen this strain, but I do love this imagery. It's pretty cool.
Oh shit! Pissed.
That's it. That's just it. Like it's just I find it very interesting. I think
You're
it's
gonna get eaten by America.
Yep.
Shit.
That's a cool image. Look at those eyes.
I look forward to this movie where the villain of the movie is the Statue of Liberty.
Hey, as far as Vigo goes from Ghostbuster 2, that's exactly what happened.
True.
Now this is the one that Ezreal sent, isn't it?
Yes. This was this one.
Limitless power from graphene. I have no idea. I'm guessing it's something to do with graphite.
We'll see.
All I know is why we need to arrest this physicist for breaking the law of thermodynamics.
And you need to do it while playing the clip from The Simpsons where Homer screams that. In this house, we obey the law of thermodynamics. Provide clean, limitless, low voltage power for small devices or sensors. Proof
How does this thing supposedly work?
Yeah, let's have a look. The idea of harvesting energy from graphite is controversial because it refutes physicist Richard Feynman's well-known assertion. Oh yes, we all know Richard Feynman's well-known assertion that thermal motion of atoms, known as Brownian motion, cannot do work. Yeah, absolutely, yes, it's well-known, well-established.
Richard Feynman is a semi-household name among people who pay attention to science.
I think after the podcast, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom and have a brownie in motion.
Oh, damn.
That's what I wanted to hear. Finally, Team Family.
Isn't that what that sounds like, though?
Brownie emotion, yeah. I'm pretty sure in tons of schools and things like that, I'm going to do a brownie emotion. Oh, he's going to take a shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why does it say it. One-way electrical gate for a circuit now a solution to harvesting energy and bringing motion. Knowing this, group built there a circuit with two diodes reversing AC into a direct current DC. While diodes opposite current flow both ways, providing separate paths through the circuit, producing a pulsating DC current that performs work of a load resistor. So it's basically AC/DC saving the day yet again.
I knew I liked that band.
Does this scientist have big balls? because I've got big balls. You've got big balls?
This scientist has the biggest balls of them all. He's breaking the law of thermodynamics out in public.
Those are some pretty big balls.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Ooh, we should do the commercials now. Because they. Oh wait, no. There is one thing, and it's way up. It's way up here. I wanted to get this out of the way for weeks now. Flight to Nowhere gives travelers their plane fix in a 1,300-mile sightseeing trip. They just fly around. They just fly around nowhere, but then they all have these weird spirally things.
Why would you do this?
So you can look out the window.
Like if they're doing it at low altitude and not a very long flight, then that could be fun.
Yeah, it's flying from Taiwan for a spot of aerial sightseeing around South Korea, our holiday island of Jeju. We're heading straight back. Designed to give people their hit of plane.
Can't say Jeju on YouTube.
I can. I am partly Jewish, so I can say these things.
Ashkenazi Jewish.
Ashkenazi. I'm 1%. Hebrew. It was a Hebrew, so instead of Hebrew, it would be he Jewish. No, he Jew. That doesn't really work.
Hebrewish. It's
Hebrew.
fine.
Oh, there you go. I made a dog's dinner on that year.
Yeah, you're fine.
It was kind of a difficult one to start with, so
I like those hand things they have. They're very colorful.
And they're weird lollipop things.
Yeah, I don't know what they are. Tiger Rar. Tigarerar. Tigarier. Carrying about 120 people, some wearing traditional Korean dress. Circle low to give them a good view of the island.
I think we had the Tigarier during those Orangina commercials.
All right,
There's a tiger in that, wasn't there?
There was indeed, and they were doing very untigery things, like not ripping apart the person next to them, but rather trying to have sex with them while talking about Orangina. All right, now we can get to the ads.
It's a pretty tigery thing to do.
Oh,
tigers love Orangina.
And apparently crackheads like sewers.
You can't make this
Whoever
shit
posted
up,
this
man.
needs to learn how to spell through.
What do you got, a flashlight?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. You all right down
What
there?
Up?
You need
Where'd
want
you
some
go
crack?
in?
Huh?
Want some crack? Want a little crack? Maybe some meth? I can hook you up.
We all smoke crack down
Where'd you go
here.
in? On what side? In the retention pond over there?
Yeah.
That's why they all float down there. It's just in their heads.
Yeah, they're all flying.
They're just really high.
Yeah.
You got yourself in a fucked up position, man. Are
As
you
long as they're not having
somebody?
any
Nope.
Stephen King style orgies
So
down
what
there.
the fuck are you doing?
Oh
in here?
God.
Crack orgies.
I mean, there were some cracks involved.
Look at this shit. This is fucking nuts.
Oh, look at that pool of let's be charitable and say shit water.
This is some shit straight out of fucking horror movie, man.
He's looking for his cat, apparently.
I'm waiting for the Amazing Grace.
Yeah, dog, you in the fucking gutter, man.
Look at that, Florida.
Yeah,
Florida.
dog.
Galley, Florida.
Florida man.
Florida man. Crackhead in Florida.
What the fuck are you doing?
God, I love that state. I wouldn't want to be there, but I love hearing about it from a safe distance.
Well, I was following instructions.
There ain't no fucking instructions here, man.
He brought a flashlight. He's prepared.
You're picking. What are you doing?
I had a fucking Allen key. How the fuck am I
I
gonna
think
get
he had
out?
an allergy.
You're stuck, man.
Allen key.
Allen
Oh.
key.
That
You're
only
stuck
makes
in the
moderately
goddamn
more
gutter,
sense.
man.
Oh, look at him.
Is it Derek?
No, it ain't Derek, man.
You look like my buddy Derek.
Why ain't your buddy?
Ain't your buddy, pal. Ain't your friend, jackass.
Guess I am tonight, man. You
Hey.
fucked, man.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
Sorry, bro.
What the fuck are you doing? You're trapped in the goddamn gutter, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's a metaphor for your life while you're literally doing it. This is a weird state.
You're in the gutter, man. I know. Look, it's the crack. Okay? Can't help it.
I had to call you some help, man.
This is what they should show to people during the PSAs where they say don't do crack.
Yeah, you're gonna end up
this guy.
Yeah, you're gonna end
literally in the gutter.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. This is the first of the ads. Bad local 80s commercial. Crazy, just watch it. Well, let's see. It is 80s.
I'm Mad Marty here at Antique
Oh
Store.
my god, it's a
But I'm
young
not Mad
Chris Chan.
Yeah.
Because you see, right here, I'm making lots of money. People are
No,
flocking
he speaks
here
way too well to be
into
Chris
our
Chan.
warehouse to buy everything, and I love it.
But listen how frantic he is, and he's kind of rocking.
Although he does
back
have the
and forth.
body language of Chris Chan.
And the same fashion sense.
I'm making more money. Just look at some of the bargains I have here. Like this beautiful masterpiece I just painted all by myself today, 2 hours ago before taping. Yes, it normally goes for $250, see? Yeah, but I am going to give it to you. Yes, give it to you people for $350. Now,
The zany music really makes me want to go out and buy some art from this dude.
Doesn't it, though?
I'm going right now.
Yeah, here's a better buy. Yes, look at this. Look at this. Ornamental and functional both. Yes, this is a grandfather's clock. I know because my grandfather...
Grandfathers, plural.
No, it is literally his grandfather's clock.
And the movement here, pendulum, yes, yes, manually.
Grandfather just died and he's selling off his stuff.
If you want to come down for the best in antiques, yes.
Does the phone come with a cord?
Why is he using the Tron or like Blade Runner-esque font for this? It's so out of place.
Considering that he was using like a circus font earlier.
And the music's getting aggressively loud. You can't hear him.
Can I call troll?
Oh, here's the new font.
Troll or not a troll. Boom, boom.
I mean,
That's
that
a
has to be a
troll.
I think that's a troll.
fake phone number, so I had to have been a troll.
The camera doesn't look right.
Troll
It's
or
really
definitely
80s.
troll.
Pay me now.
But I can't afford it.
I don't care.
I've got to feed my family. I'll call Denver Crow. I'll call Denver Crow.
Don't you dare.
Make him settle for a payment you can afford, as low as...
Let that
I like the
sink
musical
in.
argument.
It's like they put a baby in a suit.
and then drew a beard on it.
Yeah, with like black marker. And then it told it had to go have a nap.
All I know is that the cringe made my butthole pucker. So.
Is he going to be the next Cringer White?
God,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you need a few things to be.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, this one's from Germany. This is always a good start. This is the band German Ninja Turtles commercial.
I don't see any Shiza anywhere.
No, but there is some Pickeldoofen.
Ooh.
Oh, is this going to take place in the Wiggle Room?
He looks like a Goomba from the fucking Super Mario Brothers movie. Jared, no. Pickelflugen. What's it say? Smer.
I like how the look on the guy's face when the towel was dropping. He's like, oh.
Oh.
So how long do you think it's going to take for these guys to get sued?
Well, considering it's a banned one, I think it already happened.
Yeah, true.
Ooh.
That was awesome.
This is a good one.
Anybody want some pickles now?
I kind of don't.
Just me.
But I want some turtle.
Illegal site. The loading bar seems to have frozen up, guys. It's not working.
Can you download the Foo Fighters?
Yeah.
Hey, download the Foo Fighters. As you well know, it is a pirater's responsibility to always download Foo Fighter albums.
Hold on.
No, she didn't say the album. She just wants to download the band. Oh, God.
Mic
Way
blowout.
to peek out your microphone.
You see two guns? This is what we were warning you about.
Man,
Sorry.
These guys sound like Hannibal on the last shit show.
You know it's illegal to download copyrighted music. I'm taking you in.
Jesus Christ, buddy.
Threatening her with a stapler?
She seems really into it too. Oh no, don't pistol don't pistol whip him a few times on the way out. That would be really mean.
She's like, threaten me harder, Daddy.
Pay for music, never legally download.
Well, that was a low energy outro.
Wasn't it? You could actually hear her like get away from the mic afterwards.
She's just delivering this line as she walks past the mic to get the fuck out of here.
She's about to leave when the director's like, no, say the line.
She's like, fine.
Oh, you know what though? I don't think I'm ever gonna legally download again because I don't want a guy with a fucking stapler to burst into my room.
No,
I mean, I
and
do.
peek out all your microphones?
Yeah, I mean, I do, but that's not gonna be on camera. Not
At least not uploaded to YouTube anyway.
Good news for people that have credit problems.
Fans.
Furniture is here for you. Now, seriously.
Pepe.
I want to buy
stoned as fuck.
furniture from old man Van Damme over here.
Steven Seagal voice going on.
Steven Seagal, that's what I meant.
You can't get credit in my store.
He looks like Kevin Murphy from Mystery Science Theater.
He's really doing that Steven Seagal voice, isn't he?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
My name is Mark. You can count on it.
I'm gonna send this frog after you if you don't buy my shit right now.
This man can follow me.
16.
The fuck?
That's the thing that just happened.
What the fuck? I mean, it was weird enough before that part happened.
So this is where Dr. Insano has been hiding out all these years.
Apparently.
What the fuck is that? Is that a tiger skin clown? What the fuck is this?
No thanks.
The last video scene before the murders.
Yeah.
Okay.
They cut the recording 2 seconds before the spray of blood came over and hit the camera.
Oh, here we go. This is the news anchors segment.
Oh.
I'm so pale.
You're on it.
Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands.
The blonde's like, go on, say it, talk.
1 of 3 inches of snow fell in Seattle and other areas. As you
She just says the whole thing of it, but it's like, what the hell does, like, she's just looking at herself and going, God, I need a tan.
I'm so pale.
I'm so pale. Why I'm so pale, though?
Hey, Nuka
well,
Zeus
that's
knows how to fix
for
that.
tonight, and thanks for watching.
I don't know about you guys, but I did not see that shit coming on the last shit show.
I didn't see it.
Missed most of it. I had to go back and watch. I caught the end.
Did you see the one where they were the torture episode where they're talking about it, Lev?
Nope. I've been out of the loop for a while now.
Oh man. Let's just say they did a torture episode where they made themselves watch videos from like this absolutely crazy transracial guy.
Okay.
And then they had him as a guest on their next show.
Oh, I want to watch that.
It was glorious. And not in the way you expect either.
He looks like is it Mitch McConnell, like a young Mitch McConnell?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, around the mouth.
Yeah. You got
Now,
that weak
this
chin,
just in,
turtle
police
look.
officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description.
Beautiful. Wait,
I
I
live
saw
in
that guy.
Pennsylvania.
I know where he is. I can tell the police.
I love if
I went to high school with that man.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, racially profiling the no colored people again. He looks like an old man from like a children's book, but like a really cheap children's book.
Yeah, like an old man that looks kind of like a child himself, but an old man child.
Mr. Dawson was very sad that his flowers were ruined.
Skip says the suspect is a Keebler elf.
Look at those eyes, soulless, like a doll's eyes.
I've met people like that.
Look at that face he gave. He's like, oh, okay, this is what I have to work with.
He's like, oh, you guys are trolling me now. Great.
Okay. This is the guy.
I'm going to be professional about this.
He's like, I don't know what the hell to do with this.
They're,
okay.
They wanted people in Pennsylvania to be out on the lookout for. He's got a nose and some hair that goes with.
He's very good.
Double down. Double down.
That and he's wearing a hat.
You play the deck of cards dealt.
Particular crime. It's got kind of a chin that comes down to almost a point.
Not even close. No.
Stands about 5 feet 4 inches tall. There it is.
If you say so. Like I'm just making stuff up now.
Imagine seeing wanted signs just of this.
He's like, this cartoon face looks like somebody who's 5'4".
Get a good look for yourself. Oh, and now I'm getting word that police actually caught this guy. Thanks to the sketch, no doubt.
Oh, subtle.
Picture of the real guy.
I love the sarcasm.
Oh my god.
Well, they really fucked the chin up. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my god.
Where's the hat? He lost his hat.
Look at that forehead, though. I mean, all you had to do was put a line underneath his brow, and there, that's the forehead.
They really fucked the chin up bad.
They could have put a bit of stubble on.
I love how they did the side-by-side on this.
That led to his arrest.
Where's the funny chin?
It's
you can hear him breaking
Lisa.
And yes, Skep, the police sketch artist is a 7-year-old.
Is now charged with 2 counts of theft. Is being held in the
and their picture's going right up there in the fridge.
Lancaster jail.
The prison fridge.
And I say, give that sketch artist a raise.
This wouldn't be so funny, except it's a real sketch.
That was actually the sketch that the police sent out to the good folks in Lancaster. And
that is sad.
With a knowledge saying that the sketch artist was very drunk at the time. You know, like, what the fuck?
He was at least as drunk as the suspect.
He does look like he like drinks petrol.
Guys, he's new at his job. All right, cut him a break.
Animals
He's
out
only
there
5.
today celebrating the fact that it's Friday. We don't celebrate it on our own. The animals join in too. Now, these little babies are so overwhelmed that they've started
Kitties.
Meow meow.
wearing new clothes.
That's cute.
Pussy, get out of my pants.
Oh my god. Phrasing.
No.
No, but after she says that, all these other pictures have whole different contexts.
Mm-hmm.
they are still cute as fuck, but now there's that lingering over everything.
Look how cute he is.
God.
Sorry, dude.
You can hear them breaking down.
Oh, look how much fun they're having without jeans there. You're on your own, girlfriend.
It's very cute.
There it goes.
Look at him. He can't believe she's
He's lost it.
There you go.
It's all red.
Coming up, the obesity warning to parents. We're going to speak to Australia's top doctor, Lisa, and Deb. We meet the family desperately trying to
bring their pooch back to Australia. It's an incredibly special story. Make sure you stick around for it. That's all ahead. After news, sport and weather, you're watching Today. Can you guess?
Pussy get out of my pants.
Get into my pants.
Damn right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was pleasant. Wait.
Yeah, that guy losing his shit was the best part of that.
Yeah, he's crying.
He just couldn't even.
What?
That is what can't even looks like.
Just what possesses you to say that?
Oh, I remember this. Summoner War.
There's War Duck.
What's Chris Ray-Gun doing? Like he's fallen to a new low.
You know what? Actually, hold on, pause again. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that he and what was that girl he was dating?
Green.
Yeah, Lacey. I heard that he and Lacey Green had broken up, and that explains the face he's making here.
That's him moving out of their place.
That's how I would feel if Lacey Green dumped me, man.
Yeah. That was that was one of the first major shakeups in the community when when they started dating. People were like, but our political values.
Yeah, and the extreme left just showed their true natures by just reeing all over her about it.
Yeah, the gatekeepingness of the extreme left is
Yeah.
a fucking joke, and it does not help anyone.
I think that really helped open her eyes on a lot of things, didn't it?
But the important thing is she didn't go down the rabbit hole so much that she's like now giving fucking Nazi salutes.
And that pushed her farther away from it.
Absolutely.
It's good for her there, but oh man,
she's a cool girl.
I would be all over that.
Well, Krendar,
She's a sweetheart too.
Krendar, here's your opportunity. She might watch this. Go get her, Tiger.
Come move to Canada, Lacey. We're nice here.
Real nice.
You can play with his
Straight
beard.
on. Oh. Sourpuss in this
Come here.
guy.
Number 4.
Nope.
Open.
I've had to do this before.
Because after this, did we get sus? Wow.
世界的スマホ RPG サマナーズ
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's for a Korean mobile RPG.
How?
I don't know.
How does that advertise your game in any way at all?
I don't know, but I love it.
No, wait. I can't believe that was what was in his suitcase, and yet this other thing is what's shocking us.
Yeah, whatever. RPG game, fine, whatever. I don't care.
was more willing to believe that he had that in his suitcase than I am to believe that this is somehow an ad for their RPG. How does this connect at all? What the fuck?
Did anyone translate?
Doesn't.
Open Sound Sound itself. Anyone translate?
I'm so confused.
I came here because of Jacksepticeye. I have no idea what that means, except maybe that Jacksepticeye watch it.
Must have been. There's at least 2 Jacksepticeye comments here.
Yeah. Yeah, I am very confused.
Seriously, what? What the fuck?
I am confused-elated. Is there any more? Get your booty band.
I mean, we're good on time, so.
Are we?
There better be more, or I'm gonna smack you around.
Oh well, you know what? Don't threaten me with a good time there. Don't threaten me.
I'm gonna teach you what's what. I'm gonna whoop you.
We gotta do the right thing to close out the show, Lev.
You don't mean that what my dues
I do.
The dues have come a doing?
I do.
Fuck.
Well, you know what? For that, we need the right music.
We absolutely do.
if we're gonna go down this path, you guys enjoy. First of all, pick your poison. Go through some of his stuff and tell me which one sounds good to your ears.
Well, 2 guns, no ammo is here, so we have to do the 21 guns thing. Obviously,
that's right.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I love the fact that when I said that you need to do the right thing, you knew exactly what I meant.
I'll be back in a second.
No, that's after the show.
Fuck.
Oh no! I can do 2 things. It's a long walk to the kitchen.
All right, just don't forget to turn off your mic then.
Oh, I'm surprisingly quiet. I sort of blink and I make constant.
You do it Dark Side Phil style then. Okay.
Oh, he didn't know what he did. He was like, that was the face he did. And you know what?
Were we live?
Yeah. No, when he goes back down, he's like,
Oh, the camera's on. Hi guys.
He at least recovered from that very smoothly.
Yeah,
smoothly as you
then
can.
he pretended that like nothing bad happened, dude.
But, like, he didn't dwell on it. He didn't freak out. He was just like, "Oh, okay," and then went on with whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the show was already finished at that point, so it shouldn't have been flamed. I have to admit
that was the beginning.
No, it was the end of the show, wasn't it? And he didn't realize that he had. I think he turned off.
Okay. It's the end of stream stress relief. Got it.
Probably. Oh, I've done that. But I've done it away from the fucking camera by over laptop. All right, so I'll let this play while I go in and get the Frank's hot sauce. It's in the fridge because that's by the way what you do with hot sauce. Apparently, you pop it in the fridge. I did not know that.
Yeah.
After it's been opened, at least anyway.
You all talk among yourselves.
Green Day, 21 Guns at this.
Whoop. No.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Buff Crab, baby, back from the Illusion. That's your boy Buff Crab once again. Tell a friend. Anyways, today we're going to do Green Day, 21 Guns. This is my first time doing it.
He's the Boomhauer of covers.
He is. Did you ever see? I think Ben or somebody did a thing where they found some of his earlier stuff.
He was
totally different. He was actually coherent when he first started. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember that.
I don't know why he talks in such a rush now.
What a character. Every time
a man is just as good as his promises.
I'm on the edge of
they are
my
not
seat.
kept, and we descend into anarchy.
Shh, the song's starting, asshole.
Buff Corell, guide me to my hell. I love you all.
Is this his worst one yet?
A strong field, I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I think any song where he has to do an extended note for a long time is just...
Lay down your
That is unpleasant.
21 guns, throw up your arms into the sky.
Fuck me.
It's okay, Liv. It's gonna be okay.
Better be, because I'm not doing another one. You better gotten your money worth, you son of a bitch.
Do another right now, or else.
Hey, I don't dance for money, baby. I dance for double money.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you paid. You got your money's worth.
That's true. For alcohol, or at least because of alcohol.
I wish it was booze.
Little column A, little column B.
You know, though, I still find it hilarious that his best performed song to date has been Black.
Oh.
That's true.
He actually sang pretty well for that one.
Yeah. He's a much better like rapper, etc., than he is a singer. For
Am
sure.
I the only one who's noticed he's changed his pants? They were jeans and now they're like slacks.
Yeah.
The evolution of the ground.
Oh my god, these really show off his ass more. He has cakes. I thought he was like
cakes. Cakes is when he got bubble butt, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, see his butt, it's nice and round. Very
That's what I'm
round.
saying, therefore it's not cakes. Cakes is flat.
But he's got cheeks then, he's got cupcakes.
Okay.
Ooh, that was rough.
Start going back to like that. Look at some point you always do like a robot or something like
What's he doing?
What
Tying
is
his
this?
shoes?
He's getting dressed for work.
He's really improvising a lot more.
He's a traffic cop in real life. This is him just in the middle of the street.
No, he's got two cops. He's got two jobs: traffic cop and mime.
Oh. No joke, he'd be a very good male stripper. Oh, fucking hell, that's gonna sting for the rest of the day.
You're supposed to drink it, not put it in your eye.
Yeah, what the hell?
I can still do. Woo!
Okay, love the hot sauce is distracting you from the greater pain in your ears.
It is. For once, I don't have to. It's just a dull throb compared to the fire in my mouth.
I can feel my brain rotting listening to this.
His dancing is still mesmerizing, though. Like, what's he doing there? Was he like churning butter?
Yeah.
Like, what's he doing here?
Like sorting mail?
No,
Like,
oh, he's sawing a hunk of wood.
Is that one of his?
That was the traffic cop move right there.
Good on you.
Don't need to burn all the content, Lev.
Good, because I've burned something else.
Well, you can go get some milk.
Yeah, you haven't.
Because we have successfully done a show.
We did it!
My muffin. That title is terrifying.
I'm pumping that humping.
Show complete.
Level
Achievement
complete.
unlocked. You beat
Experience
chapter 11.
points 69. Nice.
Nice.
This should be nice.
Oh,
Nice.
That was well done, Two Guns. I like that.
Nice. What?
Yes.
You could give Hellbent a run for their money with that voice modulator.
Maybe it's just like a built-in feature of voice meter. It's just one goofy thing that I can move around.
But that's just Hellbent's voice, though.
I didn't know this, but people have actually accused him of having a fake voice. Like, really? Because if it is, that's some good ass.
Yeah, it's very convincing. I don't think it's fake.
No,
I've met people with deeper voices than his, but his is very impressive.
Oh.
I get complimented for my speaking voice.
You got a competent speaking voice. It is true.
I'm definitely jealous of those deep bass voices because I can't do them.
Reminds me of a thing that was quite shocking. I remember once there was years ago they did a BlizzCon panel where they had all the StarCraft 2 actors on a panel at BlizzCon, And it was funny because half of them, or maybe 2/3 of them, like, you looked at it and was like, yep, that's the voice. Like, I can look at that face and expect that voice to come out of that face. But some of them were just a huge shock. Like, especially the biggest, burliest character in the game with the deepest voice. Like the guy from the original StarCraft 2 trailer. You guys remember that? What was his name? Tychus, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
The huge burly Marine in the power armor with the minigun.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, hell, it's about damn time. The actor who does that voice is fucking tiny. It's like there's no way that voice is coming out of this guy.
He's
Holy
like a dwarf.
shit.
He's compressed, so all his voice.
No, he's thin. He's short and he's thin. It's like the opposite of what you expect him to be.
I mean, I work with a guy who has a super deep voice. He's like 5'3" and skinny as a rail.
And 100 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, and I don't know. Your voice kind of has nothing to do with your size. It's very weird.
Yeah, but it hits the brain in a strange way. Like you just can't believe that that voice and that body go together.
Yeah, it's like a disconnect. You don't really put two and two together.
Whereas other people, you look at them and you're like, yep, that's what I expected you to sound like. I was just amazed at that guy.
I'm going to be feeling that hit of sauce in a few hours, because if anyone who watched the 24-hour stream knows, it wasn't the sauce that got me, it was what happened afterwards.
It's so spicy on the way out.
And constant, too. I had to get up about every 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
Reminds me of a friend of mine after we went to an Indian restaurant. He had the Vindaloo, and then later at his apartment, later that night, he's like, it's still spicy on the way out. He yells from the bathroom.
Yeah, that definitely was the case. I had to just like cancel it because I couldn't. I couldn't. I was just constantly going to the toilet every few seconds. It was mental. Oh, and it was agony, pure agony. Rough. And I did that all for you terribly inconsiderate people who do not send me large donations and pictures of your significant other naked.
Well, you see, you got to hold back the suffering content until they do give you the donos. Cash for zaps, you know?
That's true. Krendar, I think it's best if we invest our time and money into callers.
Actually, what I was thinking is we could take a tip from Ben, and for every $20 donation, we will mute Shabisky's microphone for 15 minutes.
Yeah, do it. Fuck that guy.
Even if he's not, even if he's not here, like he could just be on his Fall Guys stream, and suddenly he goes quiet for no reason.
That would be hilarious.
And he keeps thinking it's something wrong with his setup, and he goes like, "Oh, come on, guy, hold on, what the hell?"
Sorry, guys.
Well, that's what he's saying, but nobody knows that's what he's saying because they can't hear him.
Yeah, he's and no one tells him
I blame
for the
everyone
longest time
else
either.
except me. It was an accident.
I'm the greatest.
Accident.
What are you talking about? I'm the greatest.
Not according to democracy, you're not. Votes are in.
Oh, that's rigged, guys. You know that.
It's rigged because you told them what to vote for, and they can't think for themselves.
Yeah.
See, viewers.
That's true.
Trubisky thinks that you guys can't think for yourselves.
I haven't seen
that guy.
Body Mind the longest time.
You what?
That's true. You know the Jenny Body Mind.
Oh well, yeah, it's true.
I haven't seen any of them for a longest time. So
what is up with that name anyway? What the hell does Body Mind even mean?
Oh, I can tell you a few things about my body right now. Is that hot sauce has reached my stomach?
I mean, people don't mind her body in general, but
in particular, as I think Jeff Holiday pointed out, probably the best hand jobs she could give you.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much email she gets from armpit fetish people.
Could you lick your armpit on the next stream?
Give me a real good close-up of that smooth pit.
Yeah, you don't need to shave it if you don't want to.
She's a cute girl. It's just
she's very pretty, but she's crazy as hell.
Yeah, well, a lot of the crazy ones are also quite pretty. They're kind
Don't stick it in crazy, guys.
Well, I can guarantee you. I'm actually currently going through that right now. I'm getting a blast from the past from a girl who I was hoping was doing well, and it turns out, no,
not so much.
Not doing too well. I won't get into details because that wouldn't be fair. I do really wish her well, but God, I went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and a sea of text, and then already deleted voice messages.
Yikes.
Yeah, I actually had to go to her friend, and she's like, "Oh yeah, she's been getting worse each and every week. We stopped talking about 5 months ago."
Holy moly!
Yeah, the reddest of red flags. It was, but you know, like that's just the way some people go. Like I say, I hope she does well. I hope she's doing very well.
Some people are just like a welled up dam waiting to burst at the first opportunity to talk about whatever they got on their mind, you know?
Yeah, sometimes that's.
You give them an opening, and all of a sudden, just everything comes out.
Did I ever tell you about when I was in Cleveland on the return trip earlier this year? I ran across this woman who believed she was a Time Lord.
Oh.
Yeah, she worked at the local burger joint, and I never
As
went
Time
in,
Lords do, yeah.
as you do with her brothers. And I went down to the club there, and she was there, and she started talking. She said, "Oh, for at first she sounded quite normal. She said she saw me walking by the place once in a while, and she said it was very interesting. She thought it was cool that I was Irish and all that stuff. And suddenly she went into the fact that she was 50,000 years old." A time traveler, a time lord. She knew Jesus Christ. He was American.
Okay.
Because
we know Evan as well, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up Evan, but you don't. Like, I couldn't. I didn't want to mess with her headcanon. So she just kept on going.
I mean, it's a pretty believable story. We all know that Time Lords are well known for their proclivity to take up minimum wage jobs.
Absolutely. And also be American, even though Time Lords should be British as fuck.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we appropriated that real quick. Fuck you.
You're time presidents because you don't have lords.
No House of Lords there, no?
Oh, no, you do have slumlords. That's true, you do have slumlords.
Yeah. Time governors.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Time governor. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the time governor.
She must have been one of the time slumlords, considering the job she has.
But guess what she was doing? She was in the club looking for really young men to fuck, and when I say really young men, the college students were there, and it was like they couldn't drink, and she wanted to bang some of them, and she was like,
I mean, she's 50,000 years old. Everybody's really young compared to her. She can't tell.
It's kind of like a Twilight thing, you know, like hey, I'm gonna bang this teenager, even though I'm a couple of 100-year-old vampire. But at the same time, you're like, but she's like a kid.
I mean, you got to think of it as percentages, right? Like, what's the difference between a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old to them? It's like a 0.01% difference in their eyes.
Plus, being
compared
immortal,
to their age,
or at least incredibly long lived, they'll see cultural preferences change over time. Like when they were growing up, 16 was a good time to be on your second marriage, you know?
Exactly.
So like seasons change, but you know,
seasons may change, but they don't.
Yeah, exactly. In many ways, being immortal probably would fucking suck. Like you just could never get attached to anyone, or anything.
You know what they say? Who wants to live forever?
No, it's who wants to live forever. And then
exactly.
Then you've got a really bad French guy pretending to be a very bad Scottish accent. Highlander, yeah. And all the other Highlanders, including the Quickening. The Quickening.
Nah.
No, sorry, not the Quickening. The Source. That was the one for Sci-Fi Channel. The last one they made. That was shit. That was ridiculously shit.
Thankfully, I've only ever seen the first one, and that's all it's ever gonna be.
That's good. That's a smart one. Did you ever see the animated series for the Highlander?
I didn't know there was one.
Oh,
I'm scared.
It's bad. They even made a 3DO game for it. I think it was.
As far as I'm concerned, it's like The Crow. There was one movie and nothing else.
A very smart move. Two Guns, not going to contribute to our vast Highlander expanded universe conversation?
No.
Ooh, popcorn's ready. All right, how about this? Two Guns, I've shilled you down in the comments section, but do you have anything you yourself wish to shill as we're wrapping it up?
Not shill in the monetary sense, because can't do
Never
that yet.
is around here anyway.
Right? I make music sometimes. It's weird.
Where?
experimental death metal. It's not under the Two Guns moniker though. It's under a different name called Neurarchy. I'll drop it in chat real quick if I can spell it right. It's on SoundCloud and YouTube and Spotify and iTunes. I put out a record over the summer, my first one, self-published, self-produced, and it's weird. And I'm open to all forms of feedback, good, bad, concise, detailed. And yeah, I'm noodling with that. Two Guns No Ammunition is in fact a tiny little podcast that me and some friends used to do. It's been on hiatus since February, basically the lockdown, and it'll come back eventually. But the backlog is pretty entertaining if you're bored. SoundCloud and YouTube for that.
Well, I have, like I said, I've got your link down in the description. So if you want to afterwards send me a link to your music channel, I will put it up once this is uploaded.
I will do that.
Now, we've been having bad luck for the past while for YouTube copyrights, at least putting shit on hold. Often also even taking streams down. But if I have to, I'll just edit around areas that needs to be edited. Krendar, what about yourself?
Well, I've been playing Indivisible on streams lately, so I'll be continuing with that tonight. That weirdly Animu game that is in India for some reason. India Animu.
I remember
RPG, beat 'em up. Weirdness. Good sense of humor in the game, though, and the art is beautiful. So, very nice to look at.
Nice. Well, you'll find the link to him down in the description as well.
So in about an hour and a half, we're going to continue that.
And if you're not already, please consider subscribing to our Discord, where you can see links to, well, a lot of different things, including updates for the schedule for this channel, which I'm putting the schedules on a sort of like pseudo hold. Friday's still always going to happen, well, more or less always going to happen. But as for other things, it's kind of up in the air right now with the new channel format and everything. However, I still am going to do the review on Sunday. I'm going to tell you now what I'm going to review. I'm going to do a review of Cuties.
Oh, God. So you're having a torture episode then?
Yeah.
God.
I might miss the hot sauce. You know, like, what I'm going to do is...
That will be a sweet thing to return to after this other greater torture, I'm sure.
It'll be a nice warm... I'll pour the hot sauce into my eyes.
Did you ever see the comparison between the two different cover arts, by the way?
Yeah, absolutely. The
French one is far less molesty.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie's the same, I'm sure, but the cover art is not nearly as pedobait.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my review of it, and then I am going to go and have a... you're going to see, like... well, that'll be after it's all uploaded. I'll feel like Frodo after throwing the ring into Mount Doom. It's done. It's finished.
And I can never unsee that again.
I see it with my waking eyes, and all these little kids twerking in front of my eyes. Like, oh, God. But no, it's just going to be basically me just reacting to it, but you won't see anything. You'll see like the camera up. You see like the I'll be looking at it over here on my laptop on Netflix, but then you'll see my face, and it's just gonna be edited scenes. But most likely I'll be making this face, which of course you can't see unless you're watching the stream. But you can imagine the face I pulled. It's like the D and then the two dots for like emoji. Just imagine that.
Yeah,
that's just gonna be my face for like 90% of it. I'm not going to even lie, I'm basically stealing this idea from Shoe on Head. She did the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, but the difference is people nagged her into it, and you're just volunteering to do it.
I want to get back into reviews. Oh no! What will June do?
Hers was amusing though.
Ruin my endless career on YouTube. Well, you know what, June? If you're watching, by all means, you can be a guest here, and you can complain that I stole your idea. We can
come here and call them out.
Yeah. Be the big anarchist mommy that we all know you are these days. And come on, and bring your rabbit with you. You'll want a comfort animal for the destroyed that you will be.
Or we will be by you. One or
Oh
the
my
other.
Yeah.
god!
Because you'll disappear. We'll be like. So.
Speaking of which, when are we getting Lacey Green on?
Yeah, but absolutely. You're the one with Twitter, man. You can make that happen much quicker than us. If we can't even get Girl Does Rant on, what chance?
You're right.
What
I
chance?
can fail to make that happen very quickly.
Damn right. Hey, everyone. If you're watching right now and you have Twitter, tweet at Lacey Green that Krendar's Adventures wants her to be on this podcast.
Hell yeah.
I like how some people be like, don't do it. Come on. You're like, no, fuck you. I know who I am.
Bring it on. I do know who I am.
But yeah, anyway. So next week, I believe we have Dirk Cobain. It's going to be our guest.
Nice.
And,
that asshole.
Yeah, that asshole.
Oh, bringing beef already.
And he's going to be so drunk that I might even put some alcohol aside and join him. I've never talked to him sober.
God.
I've never talked to him
my.
sober. And I think it's
I'm not sure I have either.
Now.
Yeah. It'd be absolutely terrifying if he showed up drunk and he's like a completely different person, like really boring and like very sophisticated, and I'm just there like, "Aww,
that would
couldn't
be,
you just get a little drunk?" maybe call up Finball and see can he get whatever he's having.
Whatever he's having, it is high quality, whatever it is.
Yeah, he was on a different dimension. He was loving it.
Wow, what a character that guy.
Yeah, he was cool. We haven't had a single bad guest so far.
I mean,
except for Gurley. Gurley was oddly quiet
for
some reason.
He was exactly what I remembered him being.
Yeah, he hasn't changed one bit. No, actually, yeah, Girl Does Rant was the only bad one we had on because she was very quiet for some reason.
Extremely quiet. It's like she wasn't even there.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
It was
weird.
We need to get her.
Did you guys try? Did you guys try not creeping on her? Just a thought.
No, she wouldn't like that.
Yeah, like she would think that was not Krendar if that was the case. Like she would just be like,
it'd weird her out if I didn't creep on her.
Krendar,
gotcha.
Are you feeling okay? You haven't even made a single pass toward my boobs yet. Something's wrong here, and you just see like my picture starts glitching. I knew it.
Krendar's the imposter. It's Krendar. I know it's him. I saw it.
Among Us.
Krendar sus.
I made a joke about a game I don't play.
And I understood the reference from all the memes.
But Two Guns, I don't know if you know the reference behind the whole thing is, but we were going to have her on, but she was having horrendous levels of tech difficulties and couldn't join us, unfortunately.
I still want her
on. I'm on her
was
show like every week though, so
nice.
Well, do tell her
it's not
we
like
want
I'm just some random weirdo on the internet that she doesn't know that's asking her to do stuff. I'm a random weirdo on the internet that she does know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean,
that's marginally better.
It's the weird that you know compared to the weird that you don't. But of course, the weird that you don't is could become your new favorite weird. You just have to take that plunge.
Absolutely possible.
I mean, that's how I
understood.
That's how I understood. I liked the idea of feet porn, and then I realized, wait, it wasn't the feet porn; it was the girl attached to the feet. Then I realized that I was straight. That's how I discovered that I was heterosexual. The idea of like first the feet, that was the gateway drug, and then I'm like, wait a minute, what's this attached to it? These legs just keep on going, and what's this hips, and what's in between? Oh, okay, I can work with this. Next minute, I know I've got a Pornhub account.
Be careful, kids. Feet are a gateway drug.
Not even once, and it just shows like an ankle bracelet.
Hey, those are cute.
They can be very cute. Okay, I think
as long as you don't have to see the filthy feet they're attached to.
Gross. I've been dared to watch more than my fair share of feet porn. I'm like, I'm not 14 anymore. Can I stop?
I mean, it just doesn't do anything for me. It's like, yep, that's their feet.
Yeah, but what about when they're crushing food and things like that, or bugs?
Oh yeah, that is a turn off. I'm like, wash your fucking feet.
Is the worst fucking one. I saw a girl do it with a bunch of cockroaches.
Oh,
she's just standing over cockroaches. I'm actually my stomach is like, hey, you just took a bunch of really spicy stuff. Now you're starting to feel queasy. Time to get sick. So I'm gonna stop right there.
This is how your brain is protecting yourself by trying to help purge that out of your stomach.
Yeah.
And if anyone says don't kink shame, Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that was easy.
Yeah. I'll back down. Fine. I'm
you're,
weak.
You're so cooperative.
Yeah, I might as well be. I'm very low energy like that.
Backing down and being cooperative is his kink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I'm a complete agreement with you there, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I get to kiss the finest asses in the world.
Damn.
All right, that's us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week, unless you bother to follow us elsewhere. You know how to do that by now. And one of the ways you can do it is like, sharing, and subscribing, and also checking out our Discord in the description down below. You'll also find links to our guest, Two Guns No Ammo, Krendar, our forever bald host, and of course my OG channel, which in no way is getting back anytime soon. So for now, this is where we live. Also check out my Twitch, which I still game on there more and more these days, and I'm actually getting some feedback from it, which is nice. Okay, with